Well,
Well, here we go.
We're jumping right into it.
Okay, so that 20 rupees, I believe all the swords in Swordless are replaced by those. That
Yeah,
would have
that's
been
correct.
a sword.
We do get a pretty quick map check there. We do see that Eastern Palace is a red crystal and 2 normal crystals for the other Light World dungeons. Ack gonna be transporting this fish, which is a great idea in Randomizer early on, especially with the drop rates what they are. This is gonna give him free full magic. It's gonna give him 8 bombs. It's amazing. Yo, the double fish, let's go. I don't think he can actually take both of them.
I don't think you can either. I don't think they go through the screen transitions, but
Yo, but DT getting the early 8 bomb drop from the tree pull there after taking out an enemy. Very nice. I love this fish tactic. That's really great.
you walk slower with the fish, don't you?
You
Ooh,
walk
there's
slower while
one.
you're carrying stuff, yeah. Unless you like touch a crystal switch for some reason that gives you back all your move speed. It's
Yeah,
pretty funny
that's-
in Hera. Unfortunately, with the fish, he's not going to be able to check out the library without losing it. Ooh, DT grabs the flute from the Uncle start. I know some people don't like doing Uncle right off the bat in open mode because it's really easy to combine it with the castle, but in this case, hey, that's pretty cool.
That's not bad. That's gonna make heading into Kakariko feel a lot better since you'll have a lot more options leading it.
All right, and here's Axe free loot from the fish. Oh, it was only yeah, okay. Yep, I'm pretty sure the rewards he gives you is static. Like he'll always give you those same rewards. 10 arrow drop, an 8 bomb drop. I think 220 rupees. He has 40 rupees now.
I think he got 20 from the start.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, then it's probably just a 20 rupee drop. Well, there's 300, so that ain't bad. DT decides to ditch his fish. Oh no. But we do see a bottle up there on the ledge, and I would guess he goes up and grabs that, and Ack might actually go down there and grab that too, or he'll have to keep it in mind, rather. He might not walk all the way down there and grab that right now, actually.
Yeah. Well, when he gets the flute and comes back, he might grab that. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it now, though.
It's so far away.
Oh boy.
Oh wow, nice random blue guard and nice uh-oh, this is okay, he's gonna stay down there now, isn't he? Yeah, okay, good. Jeez, I like that emergency bomb to knock him out of the way. That was actually really quick thinking. And I'm glad he didn't drop another one because bombs do a full heart of damage to you on green.
They do. Also very fortunate there wasn't another guard in the race. Besides that, it feels like an Randomizer. There are just tons of them in the race game. Oh, there's another 20 from the bottle vendor. So
I totally missed everything that was going on in Blind's Hut because I was too busy watching DT not die from that guard.
it was a pretty tense race. Lots of money in town today.
Oh, I see tracker marked Ack having a bottle, so I'm going to guess that was something that was in Blind's basement. I did see someone asking earlier about nice flippers. A time, like how long this would probably take. A normal all dungeons would probably take close to 2 hours or a little past it, but this is expert mode.
This is not normal.
And this is definitely not normal. This is expert mode, and it also is going to have random bosses, so we're not actually sure. It will likely be a little longer. So probably a little more than 2 hours, I would imagine. Maybe around 2:10ish is what I'll just randomly throw out there. It's randomizer though, so who knows? It seems like Ack did decide to go back down to the bottom. He's gonna be coming down to grab his green potion, I guess. Yeah, he did see it.
I mean, this is expert. You probably want every inch you can get. Might be the difference between finishing and dying above. And there's that blue guard. There's 2 of them.
Oh my gosh, he's got double the blue guards. He's not getting out of this. No way. Wow.
They just love the race game.
The double unlucky. I can't believe that.
I mean, if that was the plan to capture Link, that was actually pretty effective.
I can't believe he got 2 blue cards. Amazing. He's probably regretting that swordless decision now. No.
Alright, so the bottle in the Blind's Hut did have a bee in it, so that's actually not super unuseful, I would say, in Sword.
No, they'll be able to use that pretty effectively. That'll actually let them finish Mini Moldorm Cave really quickly here. I was waiting for that bird to come out of the tree right there, but no, that is definitely not a bird. This is Randomizer. A bee might be useful in Mini Moldorm Cave if the enemies in there are particularly difficult to hit with bombs. Like, I know those little shadow enemies are fairly common in kill rooms, I think. So they can be a little tricky to hit with bombs, considering they're only vulnerable for a small moment. The bee might help out with that. What is the objective? Someone is asking in chat. The objective is to beat all of the dungeons and then to go defeat Ganon in this specific seed. This is all dungeons, so we'll be doing all the pendants, all the crystals. We'll be defeating Aghanim 1 and 2. And then we will finally be able to defeat Ganon afterwards. In this specific variation, the enemies are random. So you'll see fish flopping around. You'll see Dark World enemies in the Light World. You'll see this Lionel up there on Ike's side. That's
good luck.
He oh my gosh, nice timing. Oh, that Wizrobe shot would have killed him too.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty, here we go.
In addition to random enemies. Yeah, was it worth it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I will definitely say that was worth it. So in addition to the random enemies, we also will not find any swords. The game has been changed slightly to allow for that as well. Anything that would require a sword instead requires no sword or requires the hammer. It depends on kind of the level of the sword that was required originally. And this is also expert mode, so we will be getting 9 hearts maximum. The Master Sword, well, no, the Master Sword would be the max if we had any swords, I guess. 9 hearts, green mail. It's not going to be a very safe run, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not. It's going to be very, very hectic, I would. Now, if we did get swords, we would have it by now. We did see quite a few of those 20 green rupee bundles, but not today.
Hey, this flipper is leading to the Power Glove here. That'll it doesn't do too much for us right now. It gives us access to Zora, of course, which we do have money for. Well, we already have access to that with the flippers. But it does open up 3 items in the back of Hyrule Castle, which will probably be a very quick check after Ack is done here with the Zora stuff.
Oh, hello there.
On the water.
Guy.
Oh, good. He can't live on land, so he can only move in the water. I see.
Yeah, only deep water.
He's a deep water thief. DT deciding to walk all the way down here to Aghanim. This is a pretty rare check this early on, I feel. But who knows? Maybe this is that 1 heart container that lets you live where your opponent will have died.
Just 5 for peace and fortune. Oh, there's our 4th heart piece for Ack. So I'm assuming Ack will be picking that up.
I would definitely pick that up. That is definitely not too far out of the way to grab that one. Alright, so DT, done with his normal rounds, is going to be hopping into the water and swimming around. Oh, he's gonna lose.
Gosh.
This is actually really awful. They don't want to lose bombs at this stage in the game. But
You really don't.
Thankfully the thief decides to not knock more out of you as he's running around trying to pick up your previous drops there. And hey, Moon Pearl from Zora.
Pretty good deal.
I am so glad that they got 2 300 drops already, because otherwise that would be a big pain to have to farm. I guess they did get the glove, so it wouldn't be as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, there is that little cave between desert and the lake area where you can farm 5 rupees. under a bunch of piles. It's very helpful. And we do see Ack heading over here to check the back half of Escape. This is something very common and open when you get the glove, just because it's 3 items, it's very quick to check, and oh
juice.
boy.
He's gonna lose more bombs. Oh, never mind. This thief wasn't interested in stealing his stuff today. Cool.
Well done.
Glad DT did not forget to come over here to check his fire rod. Another green potion. Wow, that's our 3rd bottle already, but wow, nothing. We do have a small key if we wanted to brave the dark room, but an Inhamizer, that's a little bit of a stretch. It's really difficult, especially when you don't have anything to like ping your position.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. Those rooms are very bad in Randomizer, especially the snake room.
So interestingly, did DT also skip Mini Moldorm Cave? Oh yeah, he did, because he did the flipper stuff before walking down this way, so that's pretty interesting. I haven't quite seen the writing like I have before, but I mean, because now we have the fire rod, and here goes the bee. Oh yeah, and yeah, it is 4 shadow enemies.
It's actually fairly easy, I would say. Oh, there's the bee. When fire rod shot does it though.
Wow.
Nothing. That was terrible.
Whole lot of nothing. Not sure where Ack is planning to go right now. He might be walking over to the desert, and something I could think of is if he's walking out of here. Yeah, because he's checked all the flipper stuff already. So yeah, looks like that's where he's gonna go. Oh, don't get shot. Speaking of not getting shot here, DT walking around on 1 heart. I feel like an Inhamizer, this might be actually easier, this area, than in normal, because the enemies are visible and predictable.
Yeah, I think it can be, definitely. And some of them, as you can see, get stuck between the deep water and the light water.
You know, I was just thinking, what if an Inhamizer, an enemy, kind of stood on you during that cutscene there, and then you died as soon as you paid for the... You'd have to give money to pay for it again, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I've never been in that scenario.
No one ever get in that scenario.
I would hope not. That's terrible. Alright, so Ack is heading over here to the desert area. So this is this cave. Well, he slips it and throws it. Not interested in actually going inside.
Thought about it, but yeah, we're good enough. Almost 300 rupees. That's enough for the stuff that, you know, rupees are required for. Not enough if you want to buy potions, but potions aren't quite the best in expert mode. We got 1 heart filled on a red potion, and a quarter of a magic bar filled on any of the magic potions. It's pretty awful.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And you can't even put fairies in your bottles if you have the bug net. It doesn't work. So, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Eastern Palace area is the answer next. Oh, I suppose we still have the castle we haven't been in yet. I thought about going to the castle, it looked like, but no, he's going to play around with his fish. I think DT... Oh, you know what?
Can't even pick up his arrows.
He can't get the arrows. DT didn't activate his flute while he was here, so... he's going to do that, and I guess fly up to the mountain. We can just go up to the mountain and check out the... I guess 1 item there that we actually have access to right now. He's a spike ball. Oh.
Awful.
At least they don't do more damage.
Yeah, there is that. It's just the 1 heart, thankfully.
Oh, Ack does find out that the green pennant is Skull Woods today. We are doing all dungeons, so we'll be clearing that dungeon anyway. But funnily enough, once we get in the Dark World, we actually can complete that. We do already have the fire rod, and there's no curtains to cut in swordless.
There are not. Those are open, thankfully. I'm glad they finally found a solution to that problem.
Just remove the curtains.
Yes.
Mothula's on home decorating and hasn't replaced those yet.
Oh, I don't really think it added a whole lot to that dungeon anyway.
No, it really didn't. Oh gosh, I feel like the decor was not quite up to my standard for a Dark World dungeon.
Okay, Ack manages to get into EP, so
That's
what are we
good.
gonna find here? Yeah, that's good.
DT opting not to go right into the Eastern Palace is going to fly away instead. With having the flute and the flute activated, that's a pretty quick return trip, so it won't be too bad. Instead, he's going to come down here and get the fish. I guess he really wants some. He's almost full on bombs. He's got a lot of rupees. Don't have a bow yet to shoot those arrows. So I guess the full magic is.
Yeah,
Oh, fire!
I think that's probably what he was going for, because he has the fire rod, and that's basically his only weapon right now.
Oh my gosh.
Full magic.
That's so smart. Seeing the fish appear in town there just means you can fly back and get a full magic refill whenever you want to.
Yeah. Ooh. That is a hook shot.
Nice. Right in the chest, you'd use the hook shot to get to it fast. Okay, now Death Mountain's looking a little more attractive, I think.
A little bit, yeah. I assume we're gonna go as far as we can get in Eastern Palace before that, though. Maybe even all the way to the boss, if we can.
Yeah, if the lamp is here, maybe. I know it is Randomizer, and we don't have to have the bow to finish this dungeon, but Dark Rooms and Randomizer, especially that one north of the big chest here in Eastern Palace, no joke. There's a lot of enemies in that room.
There are. We do have the fire rod at least, and there are torches in that room, so we can sort of manage.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. I think it's worth a dip inside then just to check.
Yeah, might as well see if you can actually just do it and try your luck.
Yeah,
Alright, there's something in here.
Yeah, there's a ton of enemies, of course, that can be defeated instantly with the hook shot. So, that actually isn't that bad. Now that you say that. Even in the Randomizer modes that do affect enemy health, the enemies that die instantly to the hook shot still die instantly to the hook shot just because they're coded that way. It's pretty great. Ack making his way through the dark room here. Not dead yet. Hasn't taken a hit yet, in fact. I think he made it. There we go.
Now this room over here is to make it be interesting.
Like the guy, the one you have to defeat, and he's stuck on the. I guess we did see the hint that the big chest and swamp palace is not anything worthwhile. Ack not always thinking about it. Okay, he's gonna decide to give up on that one.
So we did pick up the Cane of Berna there. It's worth noting that in expert mode, Berna doesn't make you invincible.
No, it doesn't. Nice Zazak coming out of the bush there and taking off half of Ack's life instantly.
Nice.
So I guess one thing worth mentioning that while Ack could have went and checked out the boss, he doesn't have anything that'll let him defeat a boss. I guess if it was blind, he could have used Berna with one of his bottles to have barely enough magic to get through it, but he was not defeating whatever boss is here.
Seems DT is coming to the same conclusion, also leaving at the same. Makes sense, honestly.
Is Ack about to die? Oh, okay, he has 2 hearts. I was gonna say, there's a rock in his face. He just fire out of the rock! What a snipe.
Oh man. Alright, there's the flute. There's DT using it to head up to Death Mountain.
So, this dark room here... There's an alarm going off. There's a dude here! Isn't actually all that dangerous, because the only enemies in here are the bats that spawn on the walls, so all the enemies just spawn on the walls, and they're actually not really that threatening.
Not really, no.
He fell down a hole.
It happens.
Yeah, when you, I guess hookshot pings your position. Oh, there's the alarm again. He's
I love it when those are in the, the wall.
that hallway Ack was in was full of enemies that would have killed him. Looks like there's 2 hearts right at the end of that. Knowing where the heart pots are is super important. There's our 4th bottle already. Wow. They really wanted to make sure you got those flippers.
They really did.
Don't jump on that bomb.
Oh boy, these little pit areas are the worst ones for the chasing spike
There's a
enemies.
Beamos! Oh no, that heart's gonna despawn by the time he gets back there, isn't it? Oh no, he'll be fine. Oh. Oh, hookshot the heart. Oh, we got it.
All right, it's one challenge down.
Yeah. DT is heading into the inside the Spectral Rock Cave. We got 1 item here and a free hint. And after that, we'll be heading down to East Death Mountain, where we have a ton of items. I see the mushroom up here, and
Some cash requires a bomb.
it's not a very useful hint. This bomb jump is really difficult, yeah. Especially without, you know, an easy way of stopping his vision. DT just gonna opt to save and quit out. Gonna start back at the old man rather than walking out of that cave. Now, Ack did use his last fire rod shot on that previous guard here, so he's gonna have to utilize the pots. Probably gonna be fine though. Oh, it's a guy. It's a guy in a bush. You found my hiding spot.
Well, you know, you guard empty cells all day. You gotta make your own fun.
That figures. So that was the map. Wow, that whole sequence there, not worth at all. That does mean, in fact, that there's an item inside the sewers as well. So they might have to come all the way back there. Now, DT getting into the Paradox Cave here. Named, of course, for the 2 docks where they trade goods in and out of the cave.
Yeah. But we see DT robbing those goods, so... Link not really the hero this time.
I wonder what goods they would trade. Oh, it'd be pears, of course. Wow. Yo, there's our hammer. That is the one item you really want to find in swordless mode. That is our reusable weapon. And now we can actually have a chance at bosses now. But we still have a Spiral Cave to check here. If we can make that bomb jump. There you go. Gotta take the long walk around Spiral Cave. Actually, that gets us right to Hera, huh? That's actually a really convenient time. Okay, so maybe not Spiral Cave yet. We'll probably go check Hera first, in fact. And then just come back and hop down to Spiral Cave, because you don't want to climb up that cave a second time.
No, you don't. What do we have on the floating island? We can...
They can do Spike Cave.
Can they? But Burna doesn't make you invincible, does it?
Yeah, it does. It does in Spike Cave.
Only in Spike Cave?
And there's some other hazard rooms where it actually will work just fine. And in fact, they have a green potion even, so they don't have to worry about managing that aspect of it.
Yeah, the potions do function normally in Spike Cave as well. There's a book.
Ooh. Okay, well that's convenient, because right outside we'll be able to check this tablet here. The tablets, since we don't have any swords, will need the hammer in order to get their item. So that's actually extremely convenient.
Very convenient. Ooh, that's good information.
That's very good
Knowing where the big key is, Mr. Mac.
Yeah, knowing where the big key is and knowing where one of the items are as well. So now Mire only having a single unknown item rather than 2, which is, I think, still pretty great information alone. Unfortunately, it's the shovel, so we still might have to go get that.
Yeah. So it's just got to be one of those fetch quest items where you're not sure if you can skip it. Okay, well we see Ack looking like he wants to try the spawn.
It looks good, but I don't know the pixels on this jump. Hey, he gets it. Very nice.
Not bad. Some cash requires a bomb. That's looking awful familiar.
And DT deciding not to mess with bomb jumps at all. He wants to try to conserve his health, so he just takes the quick access with the hook shot across and then just climb up again, which is fine, I think. He did hit the blue switch as well, so he'll have all his health outside of the Hera boss room for whichever boss this might be. You know, I guess you could take like a tactical fall to get your health back. Depending on what boss this is.
I guess so. Alright, what do we got today?
Nice. Uh-oh.
What? What? I swear, Mikan, every time we see this guy, he's got more eyes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking
It's
about.
perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. Alright. Well, this is... not very... Whatever, it's over. Forget what I was gonna say.
Just kill it. Get it out of here.
There's Melmos.
Alright, there's the other item as well, so there's nothing down in the basement, thankfully. We won't have to come back here later with fire. We have fire. Never mind. They won't have to go downstairs. Instead, we're going to go right to the ether as DT does get the first crystal there. In a very convincing battle.
Very disturbing battle.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh,
Hey, it's our one heart. It's our one heart container. That's the only full heart we will find this entire seed. The rest of them are going to be pieces. That was totally worth it.
That's actually pretty good. Sitting at 5 now. It's alright.
Walking all the way over here to Spiral Cave. It is pretty time consuming, especially when we already have Dark World access. But this is just not something you want to leave behind, and I'm pretty sure almost everyone has left something important behind in this cave before.
Yeah, you don't want to take your chances with this cave. I'm sure a lot of the top runners could burn. Number of times this place is just ruined to run.
Alright, what do we got? Hopefully this is worthwhile, but...
Yeah.
Hey, that's probably worthwhile. Even if it doesn't end up being anything, the peace of mind's nice.
Yeah, so it should be noted that in Swordless, some people may be aware of this, but in Swordless, you can't actually use the tablets aside from in very specific... Like, you can use them to get into Mire and Turtle Rock, of course, and there are these little panels in Ice Palace where you can use bombos, but other than that, you can't actually use these.
Yeah, the medallions only usable in their specific spots. You can't use them like defensively or I guess offensively on normal. They don't require anything to use. Some people might think that, oh, well, if you needed the sword before, that means you must need the hammer. Well, that's not actually the case this time. I guess a good rule of thumb is that if it required any sword, it's always available. Wow, there's our third medallion.
1, 2, 3. We're just done with medallions today.
Really fast with those. That's great. The rule of thumb is if it required any sword, it's always available. And if it required the Master Sword or greater, you need the hammer. Alright, DT going to be entering our Dark World for the first time here. Going to be using the North Portal of Town. I don't know if he's going to loop up and check the pedestal. But it's kind of a long haul for just the one item check. Well, but he's going to do it, it looks like.
Alright, I like it. Because, we got to do all the dungeons. We don't have Mire.
Yeah. I do like how he kind of juked to the right to move that thief a little bit so he wouldn't be in his way, but it wasn't a thief. It was a pickle.
It's a pickle. I make that mistake all the time. Alright, Ack taking down Moldor. His next set of eyes. Getting his first crystal.
I think last time we commentated Randomizer, didn't we have like 4 Moldorms and they all had 3 eyes?
We did, in fact, yes. There was a lot of Moldorms and they had more eyes than they should have.
I hope if we have more mold arms, it like goes up by one sequentially.
Just progressively gets more eyes.
Yeah, progressive mold arms.
Progressive mold arms.
All right, we might see a quick map check here, though. I'm not sure. In all dungeons, it doesn't matter too much, though there are some circumstances where it could. There's a mean Lionel right there, and at least we have enough hearts to take a hit from any strength of hit, except for like bumping Ganon, I guess. But any normal enemy will not do more than 4 hearts of damage, so we're pretty safe. And speaking of 4 hearts of damage, bumping these slug guys, I'm pretty sure does do 4 hearts. DT, pull out your hook shot. Oh wait, does it actually hit those slime guys? I don't know. Oh wow.
Don't.
I think it did because he stunned that guy and just ran on through.
Well, there's more mummies than there usually are in this room.
Wait, yeah, what the heck? There's 3 of them.
And just a random fire bar in your way, that's gonna hit you no matter what, right?
Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's such a mean
That's so
thing.
annoying.
It messed up his grip too. So he kind of had to grab that, which can be really awkward to re-grab that when you're right on the switch.
All that for a key.
I think this is calls for a death warp. Well, but he's not going to do it. Oh, he's going to go grab the full magic and maybe death warp. Yeah. Oh, the sprite despawned.
There should be something there, Miko.
I can't believe this. I think so. In the previous room, you know, it has the 2 Baris and the 2 mummies. Typically, you would have to kill both Baris and pick up their drops, to make sure that thing spawns properly. But I guess since there's 3 mummies, it's probably just 1 sprite too many. Because I think he missed a fire rod shot on one. Oh, he got caught.
Well, okay. Well, the other 5/6 crystal is in Thieves Town, and we did see a regular pendant at Pod, and suddenly it's quiet.
Yeah, where'd the music go? It was Pod and Swamp, I think?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Oh, checking out the hype cave here. Nothing off the first guy, but hey, there's our myths. That'll make routing this a little bit easier too. We'll be able to just walk straight west from here and be able to get all the way up to the Village of Outcasts area. DT gonna be taking his chances on the boss of Skull Woods here. I actually don't know our item situation, like how many items we found in Skull Woods, but we will have to take out this boss anyway. Getting as much magic as he possibly can before heading into this room. He's gonna have to light some torches and avoid whatever enemies these are. Thankfully, they're not too bad.
That was actually a very nice setup. Yeah, of course.
Wait, he didn't even hit. He didn't even hit the hand. What did he hit? I think something popped out.
I don't know. The Secret Service just came out of the floor.
Good job, Mr. President. Ooh, land molas. All right.
Okay.
We'll be able to do this. Fire rod will make it fairly fast, and even if we miss, the hammer will. Ooh, I think he got a double. The hammer will clean it up pretty nicely.
Whoa, the bow.
Ack dug up the bow. That'll also help against land molas. Maybe not on the moving floor. Actually, that sounds awful.
Sounds pretty hard.
That'll give us access to, I guess, logical access, I should say, to the 2 items on the right side of Pod.
Yeah.
Ack was debating if he wanted to pick up the frog or not, and doesn't decide to do it. He's not going to be able to enter the Thieves Town dungeon with the frog in tow, so he's going to have to get rid of this guy. But I guess with the flute in the mitts, it's really quick to get back to the portal.
Oh yeah.
North of town, so it's probably not much of a...
Yeah, if he hadn't picked up the mitts, I assume he would have left the frog for now. Well, obviously you can't get the frog without the mitts.
Right after DT gets his full health back from the boss, he runs into that slug right outside and loses 4.
So, coming back here for this chest, and probably it's gonna take a death warp out.
You'll be able to get 1 heart here. Oh, nope.
No. Oh my gosh.
What the heck? Okay, sure.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus. That
And
was
props
almost
to DT.
that was almost really rude.
We've gotten hit 3 times. Alright, where's Zach heading now? Did you turn in the blacksmith, of course?
Yeah, he's gotta get rid of this guy before he goes dips in any dungeons here. Thieves Town's looking pretty appealing right now, I think. I guess he has Skullwoods as well, so he's got the next couple of minutes kind of made. He knows what he's doing next. Both those dungeons seem pretty good. What is this room? I love Randomizer so much. He's gonna respawn right there too.
Oh my gosh, what?
That was good. Just run straight into the fire bar and just
Okay.
walk right through.
Alright. Well done.
This one's a little more tame.
A little bit.
He's gonna have to. Okay, you can almost barely peek through that fire bar right there.
Oh, there's Big King.
Yeah, still looking for an item here. I have not been keeping track of Skullwood's items at all.
Oh,
There's one of them. That's not
that's-
gonna be. Oh wait, this is swordless. Yeah, that's actually gonna be helpful.
Yeah. That's actually going to be very helpful, because using the hammer to knock back Aghanim balls is actually pretty difficult compared to the bug net. Even if we can't use it to capture fairies.
I guess our first player to head into the Mire area here does check the medallion and finds out it's Ether, despite having all 3 medallions.
Yeah, we got all of those, so...
This be a really convenient spot to find the mirror.
Yeah, Kane.
Yeah, it's a pretty convenient spot to find that too. That is access to Turtle Rock, isn't it? All 3 medallions. We got our hammer. We've got Samaria and Fire Rod. We can get pretty deep in Turtle.
We certainly can, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess so. And I guess potentially even clear, right? Because Randomizer, we don't know the ball.
I guess logically we need the lamp, but
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
well, I guess...
I guess the one dark room that's in Turtle Rock, even if you had the lamp, there's not too much you could do to avoid the damage in there.
There's not a lot. I mean, I guess if you have Cave, you could, but we don't have Cave, so...
You can do like timely hook shots because that'll
Yeah.
still leave you invincible during the entire duration of.
That is true. Opting with the potentially somewhat safer Thieves Town for now, though. Yeah, have fun.
Safer.
Safer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, get him stuck up there around that corner. Good idea.
There's another heart for us.
Hey, that's
pretty
full
good.
heart. Number 6, yeah.
More than half of what we're ever gonna see. This Pokey's right here.
He's very blue, and that's a pretty unfortunate spot. Oh, but he slips by him, no problem.
Nice.
I think DT is going to be right on Axe heels as well after checking out the chess game. There's a lot of Pokies in here, and they all do 4 hearts. Whoa. That small dodger on that spike probably got him bunny beamed. No. Oh, yeah. He's Link. He's not a bunny. This flying dude needs to get out of here. This is really...
They are persistent, and they are very good at not dying.
Wow.
There's an actual thief in Thieves Town. They always remind me of those the quarterbacks in Super Mario.
The charging chucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they just look exactly like them? Like,
I can see that, yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of them, wow. Alright.
So interesting thing. I love the sprite, the bunny
For
sprite
Clippy.
for it's Clippy. That's in Inthenameozer, the boss of Thieves Town is always here. You do not have to go up and bomb the hole.
Yep.
Even
Door's
if it's the
open.
boss, yeah, even if the boss is blind, you don't have to do that. Ack is gonna do it. Sure, why
Yay.
not? But it is blind. Okay.
Alright, well,
And we have Samaria. This won't be too bad, I don't think. I say as he gets lasered and loses a third of his health. That's fine.
yeah, I believe the red balls will do one, and touching blind and the lasers does two, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, bumping the heads will also do too, which is probably the more
Realistic
difficult part.
danger.
Yeah, that's
Using
for sure.
some pause buffering to avoid them very well.
DT about to be in the same boat here, but has significantly less health than Ack did. In fact, it's down to 1. Uh-oh. But Ack using that blue potion to get 1 extra heart. That's all it gives in expert mode. Oh, is doing his Toho dodges here, but does take a hit from there. As DT does take a death. Yeah. Oh, the head intercepting the block explosion. Oh, he's coming down.
Oh,
Oh
heart.
my
There
gosh,
we go.
so good. Pause buffer strats are real. You do what you gotta do.
It makes quite a bit of difference on your ability to actually avoid when there's so much going on screen.
DT will be taking an extra trip here into the depths of Thieves Town. I don't remember how many items were in the front. I know there was at least 1, but I don't think it was too many. While Ack skips it, so if DT finds something particularly important here, that may be a bit of an advantage, as Ack is going to go check out some other stuff here. Considering how much stuff we have access to, it might be a while before Ack gets back here. Like, we can go clear Ice Palace.
Yes,
And
you have a lot available for act right now. This room.
And Mire even as well. That room was a little more tame than I could think than typical.
There's 2 guards guarding the hip. One's actually inside of the head. It's kind of weird. Normally there are bats there, of course, so... Some cash and desert palace. Well, that was well worth the time.
Well, I mean, I guess it means there's only 1 other item in desert, but I mean, desert's so fast anyway, it doesn't really matter. The item hints for desert aren't all that appealing. Ack is deciding to drag the purple chest with the flute. It won't be too long. Oh, DT taking a hit from the crab there, but at least he got the chest.
Yes, that all-important map.
He's sticking with it, though. There's still 2 items down here. I know we did get the compass in the first half. So there was our other dungeon item. So there's still at least 1 item left. I think there might just be 1. No, never mind. He doesn't have the compass. What am I talking about? So yeah, 1 item left. That's what it looks like. Interested why DT decided to bomb that guy to stun him. Maybe that was a mistake. I think a hookshot would have been a little better just to stun him. But...
Well, the hookshot does not stun enemies in extra mode.
Then that's probably why. That makes a lot of sense.
Why. The things you take for granted in normal rando.
I know, it's pretty crazy. Bombs should still stun those guys, so that'll be that. Never mind. DT knows. He just has to hit the switch. That's all he has to do. There you go.
There you go.
We'll just do it this way. Alright, Ack is heading back into Skull Woods here. It's a long trek of not finding anything. I guess the bug nut was here, so hopefully he'll grab that once he gets done with the back half.
Yeah, DT making good use of that that heart in the pot there. That one's saved me more than once, so especially an expert, knowing where these heart containers are. It's just really
Stupid fire bar.
stupid fire bar. There are so many guards here.
You'd think they'd be guarding prisoners and not like.
No, they're in jail. I guess these are like the bad guards.
Why would you be in jail but still have your weapon and shield?
I don't know.
Guess they.
Good
I
question.
like how they had guards protecting guards who were protecting that key. Like this is some advanced.
This has to be like the best item in the game ever here, right?
Yeah. I guess we knew what that was, didn't we?
Yeah, I guess we would, yeah.
Is DT... He doesn't have anything left, does he?
No, I think he's just gotta be blind.
Oh yeah, the boss.
Yeah, the boss.
DT sticking with his hammer here.
Doesn't have a lot of options, really.
Yeah, he doesn't have Samaria, I guess, so...
You can
Burn
use
really
Burn
good.
It, but Burn It without invincibility is actually not that good, it turns out.
It's pretty scary. Oh, he takes a laser shot there, so there was two, but he does use one of his potions to get the one heart back, but he's still gonna be one hit away from death here if anything particularly awful hits him. Blind's coming down, which is the optimal place for him to be.
Oh no.
Opens his mouth and eats that laser.
And the worst thing is, there's no guarantee this fight's gonna get much easier than...
Yeah, that's true. For all you know, this guy could be blocking the rest of the weapons, and by the rest of the weapons that damage him, I mean just Samaria, because that's all we have access.
Yeah, that's it. There's no mail upgrades to make this easier. You're not going to take less damage, or you've already got pretty much every bottle in the game, and they only heal one heart.
There is a shop in town that sells reds here, but
one heart.
120. 120. He could buy two. Get 2 extra hearts. Oh, I guess Ack beat the boss.
Ack did in fact beat the boss.
Yo, congrats, Ack. He gets his green potion and is on his hunt for the items now.
Yeah, the site's going way better for DT now. No hits so far. Well, I'm just not going to talk.
That'll teach you to commentate. That's the same exact place he ate a laser earlier.
Those lasers get you. DT is determined.
There's not really much here you can do except just keep at it. It is quick to come back to, but yeah, like you said, there's not really a whole lot. Oh gosh, Ack eats a Lionel shot there. Luckily, those don't do nearly as much damage as body checking them. That's really killer.
It's not easy from DT's perspective because he doesn't have the mitts yet, so coming back here is actually a bit time. Well, this is the danger of swordless expert mode because
yeah. Well, what is Ack's next course of action? I'm wondering here. I don't know. Never mind. I want to focus on Spine Fight first. All right. Yeah. Just wait for him to come down before you do anything crazy. But down to 1 heart. Oh my gosh. It's so unfortunate. As soon as he gets down to the bottom in the optimal position there, that's when the damage starts coming in, and it's not
pretty rough. Yeah.
Ack also taking a hit. Death as he stares at the skull. Oh my gosh. That stunk.
Okay, DT is calling it for now. I respect that. If you find the Cane Samaria, oh boy.
Finding out that those red skulls, those red floating skulls, those are the ones in Turtle Rock that do 4 hearts of damage on bump.
They are. It's weird because the ones that have the full body do like half of a heart. But if they're just a head, you gotta watch out.
Are the ones in pod and the same? The ones that are on the lower end, the ones you hop down to where the turtles are as well? Do those also do 4? I don't think so.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure actually. But Ack does persevere and get his bug net. And I guess that was the second item. Alright, both runners pretty even, I would say, except that Ack has blind down. Or I guess, yeah, blind, I guess it was.
Yeah, but
And both with mitts in hand and flute. I guess Ack also has Samaria, which was just down at the Mire area. DT coming down to check out the swamp hints, I guess. It's a pretty long haul for just this, in my opinion, but we'll see if it actually pays off.
some cash held by someone friendly. Unfortunately not. Pretty much every hint we've seen has been about cash.
That's true. We've had a lot of cash hints. In fact, 2 identical hints
Yeah.
talking about some cash. Axe going in to Turtle Rock, it looks like, or at least east at Dark Death Evil Mountain.
Dirt. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the name.
I'm pretty sure that's correct. That's what it is in the Prima strategy guide. Yeah, we're gonna be getting a lot of information over here. The 6 checks in. Oh no! Watch out for the blue pickles. I almost thought those were like frozen dead rocks. They came pre-hit.
If only. There's just this thief just staring ominously. Yeah, it is Quake today. Well, we have everything, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they're more than likely going to be able to completely clear Turtle Rock here, as long as they don't really care about the Dark Room. But, I mean, it's probable the lamp's just here. We actually also have access to Ice Palace. All of Ice Palace, in fact.
Yeah.
So that could just as easily be our progression there. We can get into Mire, but there's only one useful item there, because we did find a hint about it. Oh, I guess the other item was the shovel, so perhaps that is useful as well. DT coming up the Dark Death Mountain here, but unfortunately does not have the Canis Mari yet, so dipping into the Turtle Rock will not be an option. Okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Ack saving the pot crab from his potty fate, and unfortunately it just gets bumped right off. Yeah, DT could walk all the way up and check the could open the entrance of Turtle Rock, but without Samaria, there's really no reason to do so. Well, I mean, the hint's in there if you really want to spend that extra time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, if you spent time on the Swamp Pit, I figured he would spend time on Turtle Rock hints as well, but well, maybe the Mire is here. But it isn't, because Ack has checked them all. DT will
It would
not
be weird if it was.
Yeah, it would be pretty strange.
Very weird. Alright, Ack. Pulling the claw there. That yeah, you can pull
the claw. Yeah, you can pull that one claw. You can't pull the other one, just the one.
the map needs fire and Tower of Hera. Well, thank you. It's like you ever seen those tricks like which hand's it in with people playing with their dog, like which treat, which hand? That's kind of what it is right there.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Then the other hand has even more treats.
Yeah, that's awful.
The dog just gives you a, come on, really? Stare. I'm sorry, dog.
Speaking of come on, really, look at these pokies. Just jumping in the air.
That Pokey on that tiny island might be a pain. I guess if it happens to be on the other island too. That's not quite. Oh my god.
No!
Dude, the killer mountain crabs. Oh my gosh.
He went right for him. As soon as he
Oh.
caught sight, he's like, ring. That's my best car noise.
Oh yeah.
It's so
I mean,
stupid.
typically you're just, hey, the Mire is here. Well, that's figured.
Oh,
Well, that's gonna be an immediately Mire. Yeah, grab this full magic. Well, there's swamp. We have access to a lot of stuff right now. We don't know if we can finish desert yet because we don't know the boot situation. But other than that, and a potential Trinex, randomly, we're looking pretty good on items. The lamp would be amazing to find. I think. An Randomizer, I think the lamp is always just really great to find. There's a lot of dark rooms you don't want to. DT going to be checking out Spike Cave here. We've had access to this for quite a long time. It's going to have just enough. Doing the optimal strats of using a complete magic bar and 2 hearts. That means you can, in fact, do that with just 3 hearts. It's a little tricky, but that's how you do it.
It's possible. All that for 5 rupees, though. Lots of guards.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Holy cow, dude. This is where the guards from the Thieves Town jail cell come to train.
Is this what they're doing here? Training?
Yep, that's what they come and train in the fires of Turtle Rock.
Well, didn't seem to do them much good.
So yeah, I guess we're kind of in tentative go mode. Ack would probably like to find the lamp to get through, Eastern Pod a little bit easier. And I guess Mire as well. There's not very many enemies in the Mire Dark Rooms. But there will be enemies in the Mire Dark Rooms. DT going to be finishing off Eastern Palace here. With the Fire Rod, the Dark Room here won't be too much of an issue. So I guess it's a fine enough play. Maybe hoping to find a little bit of extra. Maybe hoping to find 4 heart pieces to get some extra health for blind. Or I guess he's still looking for Samaria.
Yeah, Samaria would be, if you want to kill blind, that would be my weapon of choice. And there's a lot of benefits, not a lot of drawbacks, except for needing magic.
I feel like the swamp or the Mire area is a pretty common first check once you have access to it. But I can also see putting it off because it's all dungeons. You're gonna have to do Mire anyway, and you can get in there. So why not just do it all in one trip? You don't have. It's not like you have the Mire to get the desert quickly either, or
Very true.
the Mire to get out of there. Just by leaving. So it's I guess in this situation it is kind of a hard sell when you have so much other stuff you can do. All right, let's see what's in here. A lot of.
Okay. Well,
he has to. I'm pretty sure he has to kill that Hinox. Hinox do die in 1 hit to bombs. So that's useful information for Randomizer if you guys wonder. Oh, bad timing on the lag. Oh no. What did he hit? Oh, Spike. Oh, he's gonna take the emergency ferries and give it another shot. But now he knows what he's up against and what he has to defeat.
that's not a fun layout of enemies in this room.
Yeah, there's a lot of invincible enemies in here. We don't have any way of not taking damage. It doesn't help that the spike ball comes out and hits you immediately. Oh, I didn't know the other enemies stayed dead. That's actually really convenient.
Okay.
I was wondering if he was going to go down and get another fairy.
Would probably be worth it. If you're gonna take the 1 hit anyway, but I guess there are a few cards along the way, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he's about to go into another room here pretty soon that has another 8 enemies in it.
Yeah. Oh, down to 1 heart. Just be very careful in this cannonball room.
Cannonballs are one of the few hazards that do half a heart, I'm pretty sure. So.
Oh, do they? I thought they did full.
Yeah. Oh, these crabs they'll still do too, so don't get hit by those. Is Ack finding stuff? I'm like not watching him at all. Right
Yeah,
I'm so concerned about DT right now. I'm sorry. He's right about to be on Laser Bridge though, so that's good. Oh no, DT eats a
no.
crab.
So laser bridge, Ack wisely took the safety door because these do 4 hearts of damage to green.
Yeah.
So you're always going to take 4 hearts no matter.
There we go.
Getting,
Doing okay so far.
good rhythm on these laser skips, yeah. There we go.
Ain't a heart refill, but it's still welcome.
That's 1/4 of a future heart, and we don't have a lot of those. So I would not be upset about that.
Ack having a stare down with the bird. These birds are gonna. Okay, I think they're gonna just intercept the shots. DT giving Ishpaus another shot here. Thankfully, doesn't have to lose a lot of health in the dark room coming up because he's already completed it. The door's already open. The enemies are gonna be back though. All right,
Oh
let's see
boy.
what the boss of Turtle Rock is.
Ah.
Good thing we have 9 arrows. Oh, this will be pretty funny. Watch this.
I'm watching.
Oh no. Never mind. You know, if you hit these guys with the spikes, do they take gold class damage? That'd be actually not bad.
That would be good to know.
I think they might have, because they seem to have died fairly quickly. Well, as quickly as I almost die, I guess, without the bow.
We didn't have the boomerang either. Well, this is about to get dicey.
Yeah, he's gonna... I'm actually surprised he's saving his arrows. He's gonna... I guess he'll just land 3 into the guy at the end there. He's getting a little low here. I'm not quite certain why he's saving his arrow. Oh, is he trying to do that the whole...
I guess so. Well, this room looks fun.
Oh man,
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, those mini Helmosaurs actually looked a little dicey because they, you know, charge right at you, and it's not like you have a whole lot of maneuverability in this room. But it worked out. He's gonna be able to go into the boss with a respectable 4 hearts here. Still instant death from some enemies, but not Helmosaur.
Well, Helmosaur is still not a fun fight.
No, it's really not.
You have to be careful.
I mean, at least he has the bow for the second phase. This is 2 hits away from death, or at least it was, and now it is just 1. The unlucky fireballs at the start aren't the best, but at least there's enough room in this room, or at least there was enough room right there where he could easily predict where to stand. Alright, it's going to be 8 normal arrows to take down Helma here. But with his increased move speed, it's a little difficult. But if he does that,
a little step to the side.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Well, I say that, but this doesn't actually work.
Yeah, those don't work. Those don't do anything, unfortunately. Not until Ganon. They don't work until Ganon, and it's all dungeons anyway, so everyone's gonna have those for Ganon, so that's not gonna... At least they don't have to search for them. That's gonna be a great load off the minds of both runners.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we forgot to turn on the green pendant. Yeah, that gets his red boomerang. Looks like both runners are heading into pod. Ack, of course, going to be able to combine this with Eastern Palace right afterwards, and didn't seem like it was too bad of Eastern Palace. We did see the death in there, but I think he should be able to get through. Let's have a little bit more health.
A very small amount.
Yeah, I'm still worried about the dark rooms, but I mean, at some point you just got to say, okay, I've looked for the lamp enough. Let's just go. It's probably an ice palace at this point anyway. It's so easy, I think, in this situation to be able to go mode ice palace potentially. So I can see why he's just doing this first rather than just, you know, going through.
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Watch
Alright.
out. Oh, wow.
Really good use of the pause buffering. Avoid those.
Yeah, he's been nailing those, especially the shown on the blind fight there, but even not on bosses. Yo, nice early big key. So, potentially they won't even have to go into the dark room. Well, I mean, they won't have to go into the back dark room, I guess. They won't have to go into the maze.
Fire Rod is in the cold cave? Well, thank you.
And the hints have been extremely nothing today. What did we get? We got 2 useful hints about the, well, somewhat useful hints about the Mire big key and the shovel being there.
That was it, but
And
it was
there
the
was
only
a
good
hint-
one.
There was a hint about the swamp big chest being arrows, I think, and that's, yeah, it's basically nothing. Here's where the other training guards go.
In the basement. Oh, here they are too. Guarding these small keys.
Those are the overseers upstairs looking at the smaller guy. Now, Ack has the option here of going straight to the boss.
Well,
And he's gonna take it, looks like.
the Stark room with the turtles. No telling what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna have to take out the 6 enemies in that room, no matter what they're gonna be. But yeah, with those torches in there, though, it should help out at least a little bit, hopefully.
A little bit.
DT a little low on hearts here, gonna be able to refill right over here, hopefully. No, he's gonna death warp and fully clear the dungeon. Never mind.
Well, he is missing some items that he would like to have, like the Akane Samaria, the lamp, probably.
Yeah, a
So,
whole bunch of required stuff, so I can see why Axe treating this much differently. Because he might not need any more items. Ping one's very nice. Easily taken out by the hook shot. And I guess some shadows too.
that was
Or-
easier than it is normally.
Yeah, it really was. Wow. Alright, one last hurdle. You don't get light in this room. Uh-oh, can't stun that. He would have to use a bomb to stun that if you wanted to get past it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's toughy.
Without being able to stun those enemies, that's significantly more dangerous. He'd have to use bombs to stun them. He's trying to think. Do I really want to go find the lamp? Nah, he's out of here. He's going. Well, he's not going to find the lamp there. Nope, he's going back. Never mind.
Alright.
He's gonna explore some more and pop. Well, DT is about to open up the last place the lamp could possibly be in this dungeon.
It's the boots.
But instead it's the boots. I think that's a fine compensation.
I'll take it, man. Okay, so one thing DT will get is information on all the enemies that he has to deal with in this little...
That's a really good point, actually. I didn't think about using it that way. Oh, there was an Igor in there, which really stinks, because those always do the same amount of damage no matter your armor. Not that that really matters in this situation, because we always have green mail.
Yeah, we always have the worst armor in the game. And not a lot of hearts.
Oh, that's a... that skeleton scared Axe so hard he jumped off the bridge. Well, Well, he's not going to be able to bottom jump this now, not with only 1 heart, but he will be able to get through here. He might die before getting the boots.
He might. There's this room right here where the boots are actually in. Is tough, yeah. He got bumped and then crushed.
That stinks. Is he going to leave?
He is. That's.
He's out.
It's a bad item to leave behind, but it might not be important. We'll see.
Those boots, I'm pretty sure, can totally just block the lamp, too, if that's what he's waiting on. Speaking of the lamp, DT in the maze without the lamp did just get a heart piece, so he's got a full container now. And up to 6 hearts, which is 2/3 our maximum health. Somehow makes it through the dark room there. Wow.
Now he's making his way back through. Looks like Ack is interested in going to Swamp Palace.
Yeah, we're gonna see a near full clear here. Probably, I don't know if we'll see the left side or not, but I think at this point Ack just needs. He might be just hoping that he doesn't need to find anything else, and that the lamp is just kind of in his way. This is probably the most likely place for the lamp to be in his mind. Maybe if that is exactly what he's looking for, I'm not sure. He might be. Considering how those couple dark rooms went, I wouldn't be surprised if he was really hoping to find that. Well, I mean, you won't say no to it, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm not sure. This might just be a kind of clear the mind thing here. Just do this because you know you have to do it anyway, and maybe get a better plan of action based on what you. I mean, just ideally we find the lamp and we're good, right? But if that's the case, Ack just might not get those boots. I think it's late enough to where the boots won't really matter that much, unless they're locking a pivotal item, such as Desert Palace in its entirety.
Yeah, that would be the bad one. I guess GT Big Cave would also be pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. Ack getting bullied by those guards who are also training in Swamp Palace. They really get around. Just deciding to get all of his health back, I guess. He took some unfortunate hits and probably just said, screw this. I'm not going to go through here with 1 heart or whatever. We're just going to get our health back. I like that small strip of land there in Swamp Palace. We were just barely safe from those little water skitter guys. Hey, onto the dark room here. Is probably very happy to see that all these enemies are vulnerable to the hookshot. But is about to get into the scary part.
He does have knowledge of what's here, so if he remembers, that can be very helpful. Okay, wisely. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The first group of enemies was the Igor and the red guy, the red digger dude, whatever you call it, the red beetle. He was a beetle actually, not a digger guy.
Yeah.
The digger guy was in the second half, but wow, that's a difficult one because I think the red beetle does 2 hearts. The Igor only does 1, but the Igor also doesn't move at you, so the red guy's gonna hit you first.
Yes. And without being able to stun those with the hook shot, it makes quite a bit of difference in how you can actually approach that fight, especially in such a narrow spot. There's just not a lot of ways to move. You can't even see what you're doing, really.
Ack did just do a little trick here that was useful to know. He did hook shot a heart, which has a chance of giving you 2 hearts instead of 1, and he did indeed get 2 hearts from that, so it worked out.
Yeah, that's actually good knowledge for something like expert, because your resources are. I know it's also your favorite trick in the game.
It's pretty great. I'm a big fan of the double heart because I take so much damage that I need all the help I can get. So the best course of action might just be to like drop a bomb immediately and use it to stun the red guy and just hope he doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
Did Ack just flood the key? I think he did. I wasn't paying much attention. I'm pretty sure he did, but it's kind of, eh. All right, here we go. DT. He does pick up the bomb. He throws it right at him, but it's too run too. If the beetle is gonna be moving straight down, he's gonna hit you.
Go.
But thankfully, the second group of
Yeah.
enemies only did 1 heart of damage.
Oh boy. Well, this is actually, it's annoying, but it's probably the safest boss, I would say.
I think you might be right about that. It's the easiest. It's definitely the easiest to avoid taking damage on. All right, Axe on the eastern side of Swamp Palace here, or the western side. That is the opposite, actually. But it's nothing.
Yeah.
Not even a pity heart. And he's just gonna leave. Oh, he's going back in. Wow, what does that do? Oh, he had to reset the water, of course, because he loaded the key. Here I was thinking, yeah, he wanted to reset the drops underneath pot so he can get some more hearts on the way. No, he has to get. Nice slow Argus, but
Well,
it's not going to be fast in any capacity.
nah. I'll take the nice slow Argus over, I guess the nice hard blind. The not nice hard blind.
That's true.
Okay, this is where it gets a little bit more tricky, but
Oh, he bounces off the spikes. It causes the trajectory to be so weird.
yeah, this hammer hitbox is not great,
Oh,
as
boy.
you might have heard.
Yeah, he did take his. He did lose his one safety hit he could take here. Ugh. Just gets. Oh, jeez, that was close. He did kind of get stuck up there in the top left corner. That was pretty good. Oh man!
Oh,
All right,
boy. Very well done by DT.
better safe than sorry. There, gets through it.
That was scary. Scariest Argus I've ever seen, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. And speaking of bosses here, Axe going to be checking out a new boss here soon. We don't know who the boss over here is quite.
It should have been the guy on the left, but he was not in this designated dungeon.
DT. Oh yeah, we're gonna be checking out.
Uh,
Wow, he wrecked that guy so hard. He just Michael Jackson into the wall there.
Michael Jackson into the wall.
Yeah.
I don't think Michael Jackson's ever gone into a wall or climbed up a wall like quite like that.
Well, I mean,
I get what you're saying. He moved-
wall barriers aside, it still looked like something MJ would do.
I get what you're saying. Okay, so we know the big chest in Swamp Palace is nothing. It's just arrows. So that big key will not be getting used unless Ack really wants arrows, I guess, but I don't see that happening. Okay, what's in these bonk rocks?
Dang.
All right.
I was gonna say if that was the ice rod, that could really swing this game, but unfortunately,
Okay, so it's just Landlow again in Swamp. I gotta say, the bosses this far have been pretty nice.
yeah, we haven't really had. I guess the most difficult bosses would be what Trinex and Vitreous. We haven't seen either of those yet, so that's really nice.
Okay.
I think DT has one more heart than he had last time. Is he gonna go into Eastern again? No, we're going to Desert Palace with those boots.
Alright,
If the boots happen to be required here, that could be the break DT needs to potentially get back into this. I don't think he's that far behind, but
No,
I mean,
because
I mean, he is. I think because of the Trinet, the whole Turtle Rock he has to do still, and the boss of Thieves Town. But I mean, it is insurmountable.
no, not at all. We don't even know what some of these dungeon layouts and bosses are going to be. There's the cave. That's not that helpful, but
No, it's definitely not.
this is one of those mode variation setups where it's going to be very easy for one make up time just on the other player dying, something they don't. So I'm not going to call it until it's over, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, we did get a small key in the first chest here, but that doesn't mean the big key still can't be on the tour. Ack is... Oh wow, the boots are not required for desert. As Ack is about to find out. I like that mirror spot there. I didn't know you could actually mirror there and walk right into the desert. No. What doesn't that figure?
Grumble, grumble.
Well, that too.
Yeah, that's
I just what is that enemy? It's a tech type, but he looks like some bats, and I don't
know.
Alright, there's our other item in desert. Man, oh man. I think those boots were like the one thing that DT needed, but just figures.
Well, you never know. GT, big key on Torch, is something that does happen.
Yeah, and I guess an unfortunate Trinex would also be pretty bad for both runners, but I mean, if finding the Ice Rod is still, it's one of those things that, well, that could also get him back into the match if he happens to find it and Knack doesn't or something like that.
Ice Rod's just useful for some of these enemies too. Like normally you can just stun with a hook shot.
Yeah, that's true. We do have the Fire Rod, but the Ice Rod's pretty fun. These stupid statues in this room make this a lot more difficult than it should be.
There we go. That's Crab.
Playing with them. Whoa. There's a lot of hearts right there. BT getting back up to speed here right before the ball. Not gonna be able to check out the checkerboard cave that he hasn't done yet.
Stairs.
Did that?
Yes, it went into the wall.
Okay,
I don't know
right.
how.
Okay, good. Wasn't seeing things there.
It's very, very peculiar, but not even the strangest thing we've seen this season. What's in the desert?
Land molas.
Really?
Can't believe this. Oh, Ack takes a clip there from that Hinox right before going upstairs.
Alright, well, I'm sure DT is happy to see Landmo in the desert. Even with just green mail and low hearts, obviously these are the bosses you fight pretty early in the game, so they're not that difficult. That's Desert down.
Well, maybe this will jog his memory that, man, I should probably check out the Mire area because I haven't been here yet, and then he'll finally get his cane and be well on his way for finishing.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably his intention. He's probably gonna flute there right now.
He's done the hard dark room too, or at least the harder one that looked like, in the basement.
Yeah, he's going to buy potions first. Okay, that makes sense because he knows he can get into mine. So if he wants to dip in there, I mean, these don't really do anything, but you never know. 2 hearts might save your life.
Yeah, for sure. I see some people talking about chat. The silver arrows were on the boss of whoever was in Eastern Palace, and wait, Was that right? No, they were on our Knights, weren't they?
No, they were. They were in Eastern Palace.
They were in Eastern. Oh, wait. Yeah,
The boss. Yeah.
right. I just don't remember who that was. I don't really care though. We'll see it again later when Ack goes and gets him. Yeah, but they can only be used on Ganon. So it's the same as it would be in hard mode. That aspect's not changed.
Well, DT did not go to the Mire area quite yet.
Yeah, that's... He might be... He might he might fly there after flying to turn in the purple chest, maybe? I'm not sure.
Potentially.
Where does that skeleton even fall from? There's
Sky.
nothing up there. I'm trying to figure out the best way of getting through this room.
Good luck.
Trying to pause buffer to dodge these anti-fairies. It does take a hit. Oh well. Almost got through there without a hit though.
Okay, DT wants this rematch. Fortunately, it has the boots, so the trip there a little bit faster.
Yeah, he's not gonna. I think he has one more heart than he did before, so this one. Look at all these enemies in here. Man, if only you could use medallion.
If only.
That's a really mean spike placement. Oh, it didn't hit him though. Okay.
Interesting.
Hope that did. Oh, that guy was upstairs. That anti-fairy was upstairs. I thought he was just going out of bounds or anything. Alright, DT on to the last phase of blind here. Looking
I'm not
pretty good
gonna
on
say
health. Okay, I'll do it this time though. One more. What?
Are you kidding me?
His hammer was in transit from the air to the ground. It was in the middle of doing. I'm pretty sure.
That's the worst. It's the worst feeling in the game right there.
We'll be able to start with full health though, because there is a heart. It's above you, dude. There you go.
That is the first time I've ever seen that heart picked up in rando.
Yeah, it's really far out of the way for normal fighting, but
These are desperate
this situation.
times.
yeah.
Calls for desperate measures.
Ack had to use a potion there just to light that torch. Gonna be able to get either the big key or the shovel. We know what's over here. All right. Well, now you have
These
to make.
spikes.
Now you have to make the gamble on. Do you walk all the way just for the shovel? Looks like he's gonna do it.
Oh boy.
Dude, I can't blame DT. I had an inverted race where I had to do 3-heart blind with a hammer or something like that, and he kicked my ass. This guy's hard with just the hammer. The hammer's just really difficult to use. Emergency burner, let's go.
I actually like.
Yo!
Yeah. Okay, that was actually because. Well, Burner doesn't make you invincible in this fight. It does give you a lot more mobility than the hammer because you can sort of bob and weave and actually get hits without having to be directly above blind. So, very well done by DT. Finish yourself blind.
Big fan of that one. Ack did die, I think, while trying to do the
Cutscene chest.
shovel, the cutscene chest. Yeah, over where the shovel is. So he's back in the DT saving the frog, and gonna be taking all this time to do this, which wouldn't yield anything, I don't believe.
I believe one of them's money. I don't know about the other one. It's kind of sad when what you're hoping for is potentially a heart piece, just a piece of art. That's what you're happy about.
These tiny red jellies are impossible to hit when they're
Yes.
at the top of their. I just throwing a bomb at it. There you go. It solves a lot of problems.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Kind of weird.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Ah, okay. I'll take that. A piece of heart.
Not entirely useless trip. That's not Mire. He really
Probably
wants
going to
purple.
the purple chest first, I guess.
Really wants to finish this off. Man, oh man. Lac's gonna be doing all this. We'll see. I want to see if we can catch what killed him. Was it like not a Wizrobe in this room? I don't know. No, maybe it was just a Wizrobe. He might have just like walked right into that one that always appears at the bottom.
Probably.
Alright, so he'll be getting a shovel, and I don't remember if we've seen another item here in Mire.
I think so. Did we?
We haven't seen much else, that's for sure. I think we saw like the bridge chest, but I don't know about anything.
I'm also getting this hint. Piece of heart is with the chickens, which you might argue that a
Jeez.
piece of heart wouldn't be terrible in this mode, but we've already gone.
That's true.
Alright.
Fly to 6. Go to 6. That's 4. We're going. He's not going to swamp because he's not in the Mire.
Where is he going? He's going. Nice.
He's going to the Pyramid Fairy.
Hmm. Yeah, that is open, so.
And likely catfish afterwards, I would guess. Ack's in a little sticky situation here, trying not to take any damage. Barely gets through there.
Oh boy. Alright.
So, if you were just joining us, I guess, Ack is has a slight lead, we believe here. He has the Cane of Samaria from the Mire Shed, which led to the Mire up in Turtle Rock. So that's where his advantage is coming from right now. So he has Turtle Rock complete. However, DT has a lot of other checks done right now that Ack may end up doing. We're not sure, but Ack just seems to be kind of on a dungeon spree right now, so I'm not quite sure if he'll be actually looking for any other items. DT also has the boots, which were in the back of Pod. Ack died looking at the chest and decided not to go back in. No one's been to Ice Palace yet. That's gotta be where the lamp is, right?
I guess so. Let's see.
Yeah, up to catfish. That makes sense, because you're not gonna come up here otherwise. Ack is also going to be doing the Pyramid Fairy. Okay. That's a really unfortunate spike spot there.
Unfortunate's a pretty good word. It's just one standing on the water. You can see its skeleton with a screen just that was kind of weird.
Oh gosh. They're everywhere, man. They're in the sky.
There they are. Oh my gosh.
That works.
That's a good find, though. That's actually very helpful.
That may convince him to go do things he's been trying to put off, such as Mire, even though he doesn't have the cane. The powder and the dig spot, man.
Yeah. Powder's pretty,
Oh no, this is gonna be a full clear of Ice Palace. I think all in all, this is going to end up being pretty close.
Yes. Some cash is about the post. Cash
What's
hints
that?
continue.
Oh my gosh, more cash hints, but that one's actually useful.
It actually is. Not because we want the cash, but because we don't want to go there.
Yeah, that's probably going to save more time than the Swamp Bow's big chest hint would, actually.
Hopefully.
So I guess we should mention this again. This is the first match of the bracket stages of the fall tournament. We are moving into best of 3 matches. So we had originally planned best of 5, but we had a poll with the runners, and we all decided to do best of 3 instead, which is fine. I think as a runner, I'm down for that.
All right. You don't want a best of 5 of this this sort of mode, Mika?
We just had 15 races and group stages. I'm perfectly fine with knocking down the.
All right. Sounds fair.
So we will have the higher seeded runner picking the first match, which is this. This is Ack's choice. So DT will pick the next match, and if required, we will be doing a pretty much the exact same way it was in the group stages. We'll have a bot random seed pick with a veto per player. So that's kind of where we're standing now. DT taking a death from the anti-fairy there. That's a really difficult place for that guy to be. There's not a lot of maneuverability up there, and he doesn't want to escape that area, it looked like.
Yeah, without the powder, it's just you can't do anything about it.
Also, that fetch quest from Shovel and Mire to Powder to Bat was bomb.
Of course. And Ack was probably at maximum capacity when he got him, right?
Most likely.
Doing the stance for this fish
I love this tactic, dude. If you get a fish
in town,
so good.
it's free full magic. You don't really have a good way to get more magic other than this right now.
Wow, that mini Molderm on ice. Kicking your butt. Man, that powder that Ack found might actually really come in handy in this room once he gets here.
Well, if he takes another death here and this just dissuades DT from doing this dungeon full, that might actually be in his favor, but...
Oh my gosh, using the left side of the room, you don't ever see this.
Okay, well... Okay.
Okay, it's actually pretty funny that he knocks her in this room, considering
You
they die
normally use
instantly.
bombs.
Yeah, some cash and
Some cash and some cash!
Where are all the hints money?
I mean, I guess there is more cash in Expert, but still, it's kind of ridiculous.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so, right? Aren't the heart containers replaced by money?
Oh, yeah, most likely. Okay,
And the swords as well?
makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay, well, bomb jumping here.
Without having a
Just
sword to line it up, DT seems to not be interested. I love how all of those things explode on the exact same place.
Okay. What?
This hallway is a jerk. He's dead. I can't
No
believe this.
way.
That hallway was so bad, dude.
That was terrible. Crab did not care about the hookshot. And then you got a thief on the other side.
Of course, the crab just decides to go straight left, so you have no time to react to it.
Those and the big spike enemies right outside the doors at the store.
Yeah.
Very hard to avoid taking damage there.
We haven't even seen the penguin room yet. That one's gonna be fun.
Oh, we saw it, I think. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the one downstairs, right after that.
Called the Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Duck room, yeah, where they're flying V, except it's actually just an I. The flying
Actually, just
or a lowercase L. They could just like not have caps lock on.
maybe. Still figuring that out.
Ack finally going to get his lamp. Going to be very relieved to have that. And
Oh man.
having already, oh man, another death. Gee, having done desert already. Oh wait, no, he hasn't. Wait, he knows the desert isn't bootlock though. He already did some of it, right? I think
Did it?
he dipped in there, but I don't think he completed it. He did some really weird routing. Wait, didn't he complete it though?
I guess not.
I don't know. We'll find out. But if he has already, if he does already know about the desert not being bootlocked, that's probably pretty much a go mode for him in his mind. Like, okay, finally, I got the lamp here. I don't need to be scared of anything else. Let's go.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends. Because the boots, I'm always afraid to say anything as far as going with concern when we don't know if the boots are actually required or not. And it's very possible that Act just skips that chest in favor of going straight to the boss.
I would guess in this situation, that's what he's gonna go do. He's so close to being able to just go into Ganon's tower, especially with that lamp. I mean, he's gonna be able to knock out all this. Oh wait, but this is Pod. He's already done this. Wait, has he done this boss? I thought.
No. I don't think so.
Chaka's confusing me.
He got close. He got close to the boss room in the
Yeah,
last
okay.
environment, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, he's going up, so maybe he did somehow.
Yeah, okay, well, he's just gonna head up. He'll be getting his boots then.
Oh, that's good. Well, this skeleton might jump down on him.
Oh, I hope it does. Just
What if
because
he's
it'd be funny.
forgotten?
Oh man. That Pingator room was extremely kind.
Which should be.
4 popos and a pot crab. Can't believe this. A little disappointed actually.
Oh, okay, so these chests here, he did not check either, I go. There's bombs.
Yeah, he went as soon as he got to that center room where the turtles usually are, he went straight down and he's gonna get these boots.
Hopefully.
Oh man.
Hopefully. We'll see. This is a tough enemy to get by.
As long as he doesn't die again, at least the thief doesn't do any damage.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Okay, he makes it. He'll finally get the boot. Alright.
Okay, well that's good for Ack. It's not an item gonna miss potential.
Speaking of dying in front of important items, DT is almost dead, and he's got 3 items right in front of him. Oh, good thing he hit that pot, because that would have been a little scary.
Yeah, those, the red ones do like Spitfire.
Oh man, that would have been. Oh, there's a chain chomp right in Axe face. He bonked off that, and that saved his ass. I can't believe. That was really.
Oh boy, well I'm sure he was surprised as well. He's yeah, he's gonna take it to the word, I guess. He filled us out a bit.
Alright, DT. Oh no, got eaten from the crab there.
Yeah,
Right as he was about to grab that.
Ira does have a little bit of a blind spot, I think, as you're shooting right in front of you. This has just been magical.
Yeah, I know we expected some deaths in expert mode, and it's still unfortunate watching them, but I mean, you know what's gonna happen just because of how brutal this is.
Yeah, this is not normal conditions at all. So you also consider this is an Randomizer as well, so you have no idea what the enemy layout is going to look like in a room until you've actually gone in.
Oh yeah, it's so easy just to, you know, instantly take a lot of damage, as
Especially
we
if
have
there's-
seen.
Yeah. Especially if there's like a spike enemy or that one room in this dungeon that DT sent. Oh, unfortunate.
He wanted to stay away from the anti-fairy, but it stayed a little too low.
It's hard.
Oh, yep. Oh, there were two beetles. There was a blue and a red one. Just the red one's show in the dark and the blue one's down. That's so weird.
That's so weird.
Finally makes it to Argus though.
Probably very happy that this is Argus and not Trinex or Vitreous or.
Yeah, for sure. We're getting really close to having a ice rodless seed here. I mean, we still have, I think, 3 bosses we haven't seen. The Mire boss, the boss here in Ice Palace, and then there's the Landmola 2 boss. I think I remember reading that Trinex can't actually be at Moldorm 2. I don't know the validity of that, but I have seen that said in the past. So I'm just inclined to believe it.
I would hope so. That seems like a very bad spot for Trinex. But yeah, we actually haven't seen the bosses you. You haven't seen the bosses you would consider probably the worst. That would be Trinex and Vitreous and Cold Stare from, especially for Swordless. That's just a nightmare. So aside from the room layouts being pretty bad, having almost no health, no safeties, it's been decently kind, I guess. Would you say that?
Yeah, there haven't really been that many, like, haha, you're dead rooms, other than that one Skull Woods Fall.
What about this room right here? This room's pretty funny. DT's coming in too.
Well, that's true. This isn't, like, unavoidable, though. Sorry, that probably was not what it was he intended, but it was really funny. Just tried to fend that guy away with the lamp.
We gotta try new stuff. Randomizer. I'm sure the thief wasn't expecting to attack with the lamp either.
That's true. It might have worked. We don't know. No one ever
We got
uses
through
it,
that
so-
room. I mean, I'm not in any place to argue.
All right. Now you actually can use Verna and whatever in this room. Not that you really need to, because I mean the hook shot is Ack in kind of a killer room of his own here.
This is a fun room, yeah.
Yeah, he pulls out the bombs. He does realize the enemy that he needs to kill based on their spawn position. You can tell what enemy you actually need to take out. Doing the paw strats again. He's gonna barely squeak through here, I think. But the
Just
bomb
barely.
does. He missed a bomb, but I think the next one's gonna work out. He defeated the enemy. The key's on the ground. He just got. Let's go get it. He has this powder. He can use it, but he wants to save it just in case. Cold Stare's the boss, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that would be the scenario you don't say. There's safety fairies out here, so.
Yeah, he does take the emergency fairies. That guy turned into a skeleton. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
There are 3 free magic pots down here, and I think there's a heart up here. Just 1 heart, right? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's perfect.
Yep, he'll be able to get that last bit of magic right before the boss. But he's gonna go up and get the iced tea room instead. It looked like that beetle was wearing a mini helm on his head.
It's a good defense. I mean,
It is.
oh my gosh.
That
what
is
do you do?
not-
No.
There's been a distinct lack of chain chomps this seed. It's actually pretty surprising.
I mean, this isn't like the worst room for it, but that's not something you want to see in a room with ice on it. Okay, this one's okay, I guess. As long as you don't fall. There we go.
Whoa. Oh, I guess DT's been counting his items. He knows he doesn't need that one. Ooh. Those shadows actually do 2 hearts of damage. It's unfortunate that was the enemy that hit him.
Yes.
This room actually easier.
Yeah, actually is without the fire.
Alright, Ack is on to Helmosaur. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, but there were those 2 early fireballs. You get the same RNG the first time into some of these fights. Helmosaur being one of them.
Yeah, Axe just playing very, very patient.
DT thankfully gonna be getting the emergency fairy here because he's not doing so hot on health. Down goes Helmosaur. Ack gonna be grabbing the silver arrow. It's gonna be a very nice load off his mind.
Not sure what he hit there, but there's something. It's the skull. Very ominously creeps forward.
Even the air is out to get you.
Even there. Hello.
Nope, same no revise. I think it might be set proceed. I don't know if we'll get different number of eyes per mold.
Probably not. Well, that's another very kind boss. But the dungeon itself was pretty bad, so... Yeah, it's ice toss down for DT.
Right, he doesn't have a lot of options. He can't even get into Swamp. He can't even get into the Turtle Rock. He's done, like, everything else. He has to head over to Mire Shed next.
Yeah, I think so. I guess... If you're DT, do you just go mode swamp and hope the ice rod is required?
I think he's gonna have to.
Yeah, it's just...
You know what? I guess one thing both of them haven't checked is, like, the castle center check.
That has not been checked here, right? It has been locked in darkness thus far, and then we got the lamp from Catfish. We were interested in other things.
But at least DT will be able to fully clear Mire while he's here.
Yes.
I mean, it's really quick to get back to. It probably doesn't matter all that much, but thankfully already having the lamp. We're going to have both runners in the same dungeon again. Man, this...
It's just lined up that way.
It
Quite
keeps
a bit.
happening. Yeah, they keep getting into the same dungeons, going like completely different routes. It's crazy. Oh, I guess Axe already been in here though, right? Because he got the shovel and he has the big
Yes.
key already. He's just going for the boss. Whoa. I'm surprised that Mummy didn't hit him. That was really cool.
And anti-fairies seem like the nightmare enemy for this particular mode, just because we can't actually kill them to do 1 heart of damage, which is a lot of your health.
I see someone asking about the differences in difficulty. We might as well go over it again, considering it is a kind of new for this round of the tournament here. So, expert mode reduces your maximum sword to the master and mail to the green. So we're only gonna have green armor, the green mail. So everything's gonna be doing full damage. This being swordless, of course, we're not gonna have a sword at all. It also gives you a maximum of 9 hearts with only 1 full heart container in the pool, which we have found that already. But it's pretty gruesome having such a low health value. That mini Moldorm somehow just barely went through there. DT getting really bullied by all this crap in here.
It's been the story.
And there's a couple changes too, like the item drop rate is lowered down to 1/4. The potions only give you 1 heart and 1/4 of your magic. This Mothfield fight actually is a little annoying because He's at the top of the room, and you don't want to go up there. There's slime.
It is
Act just throwing footballs at him and knocking him down. That's so funny. I honestly didn't even know Moth could be damaged by Samaria. That's pretty great.
Alright, well that's Misery right down for Ack. Yeah, one other thing to note is that unless the room I believe has spikes, its Cane of Burn does not make you invincible.
Right. That was the case in hard mode as well, but Burna and the cape. No, you're right. Burna does not make you invincible, and cape, they have like crazy increased magic consumption unless you're in the rooms that kind of quote need them to get through. Like Spike Cave. Ooh, DT eating tiles for breakfast.
Don't do that. It's not
a good
healthy.
meal. Ack might be buying capacity upgrade if not going around the Ice Palace. Nah, he's just gonna go in. Doesn't have that many bombs, but should be okay.
Buying capacity upgrades, that'll leave the day. That would be the strangest thing we've seen, and we've seen some pretty weird stuff.
Well, this is Ack's last dungeon. So as long as he can get through here, he's probably feeling pretty good about his chances of not needing the Ice Rod. And even if he does need it, it's probably likely in GT at this point. That was weird. Okay. Alright, GT.
Ack actually did use that powder very well, getting rid of that anti-fairy in that room. Makes a difference, for sure. Alright, well, DT's taking another crack at this tower room. Does manage to get through. This room right here, you can't avoid getting hit. That's these tiles being relentless. Oh boy. Does manage to sneak through that. Let's see if these whiz ropes catch DT by surprise. No, actually. Appeared at a good time. Sneaks through. Act. Going for the hover. Does get it. Very nice. It's actually a pretty good time to use it when you're stuck on green mail. Not a lot of save your life.
Yeah, that's true. That's a nice time save as well, but unfortunately it does take the hit right after.
That room is just a nightmare.
That crab is MVP.
Definitely the MVP. All these guards need to come to Ice Palace and learn from him. And DT, just one heart left.
Gosh.
Gonna be disappointed heading over here, I think. I believe this was just 100 rupees.
Oh, dang. I was hoping to be like a heart piece or something, but
Nah.
expert mode. Yep, you got it.
It's all about the cash. That's all the experts care about. That's why
True.
every hint has been replaced with cash hints.
This little popo here. Alright, we got around him. I don't think they do a full heart. Oh, they might, actually. I
I'm
should
not
probably
sure.
know. There's a heart in this room. Oh, it's not that one. It was that one, but the sprite limit was hit, and
Yes, unfortunately. Is it ironic that they throw bombs, but they are weak to bombs as well?
yeah, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, they don't die to their own bombs. They have to be your bombs. Also, earlier when DT was in this room, I think you noticed it too. He totally blocked bombs with throwing pots at the enemy twice. It was actually pretty.
All right, here we go.
Hover round 2, no problem.
All right, well the problems start now. Unfortunately, this room right.
Oh, the crab went the other way this time, thankfully.
Very good luck.
You throw off arrows there, no problem.
Makes a big difference when the crab goes to the right instead of right on you.
I'd say I often always have my hook shot ready and minimize your seeds because you never know when someone's going to pop out and you'll have to stun it. But that doesn't quite work in Expert, huh?
Yeah. I think that's a good way to get yourself killed. An expert.
Oh, DT. Oh man, the tiny frames that he lost getting bunny beamed, I think got him hit there.
Yeah.
He wanted to search for a pot or a heart under a pot there, but had the bunny beam, and then just ran into the mummy, and it was this is not nice.
No, it's not. This is misery. You do see that more commonly in Turtle Rock, I think. The getting bunnied and that leading to a death from the lasers there. Can happen anywhere. If you're unlucky.
DT finished Swamp, right?
No. He hasn't been to Turtle Rock
Oh,
yet.
it is in the mirror. Oh my gosh, sorry. That makes a lot of sense. I'm just down here looking at the tracker, trying to figure out the next course of action for them. But yeah, obviously DT will be going to the rock next. He'll find his mirror and be in basic go mode as far as he knows, because highly likely we're not going to need that ice rod at this point. Ack, meanwhile, finishing off his last dungeon here after taking down Moldorm. And that'll do it.
That will do it. Well, for the most part.
We're sure he has Desert done, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
I guess we'll find out here. Okay, yeah, he is everything. So let's do that. So if you care to guess where you think the Gans Tower big key is, let's see them numbers, or perhaps their letter representations in the English alphabet. Ack just taking the emergency exit out of there because he got a dead rock locked.
I want to see it on the torch just to say, well, imagine if Ack did not get those boots. Unfortunately, you didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I think that'd be good. At least make the boost required for something this seed.
Yes.
Oh no, DT died right before the stairs up to Vitreous's room. His only other option right now would be to go into Turtle Rock, but that's not going to help him. There's nothing really there. Maybe a heart piece, but geez, it's just really brutal.
Yeah, it's just the problem with expert. It's just that it doesn't get much easier, really. Once you have all the weapons, It's just a matter of going through. Inamizer has actually been the bigger problem than that, I would say.
Yeah, it's just a combination of the. I mean, if this was a typical seed, Axe gonna get hit by this crab. There's no. Oh, surprise! I'm back.
What? What happened? No.
You thought you could escape.
How? What? Oh, I'm so mad.
Remember me? Oh my gosh, these stupid crabs. Okay, oh gosh, we're in GT. Alright, one in the one. It's gonna go to the right. Nope, we're gone. There's a lot of magic to be saved by coming over here first.
Yes, to be sure.
I can't believe it. He'll grab it though,
I-
at least. Oh, totally worth it.
Totally worth it. That's 7. It's still not enough to save you from a Ganon hug, though.
You'd be hard pressed to find all of them to save you from a Ganon hug.
Maybe they're still in GT. We've seen a lot of stuff so far.
There's not really many places left for heart pieces to be. There's still a red skeleton in this room.
Still one. As GT is going to the module. This wall is blocking that fire rod shot.
This flies too high.
There's 2 of them. They were stacked together. Alright, DT does take down Mothula, so that's great. Probably very happy to be done with this dungeon.
Yeah, he's gonna go round up to Turtle Rock there. Gonna be starting the last legs of his journey. Fortunately, I think it might be a little too late here. So Ack heads into the depths of GT. This has a
Hello.
lot of red guys.
Hello. Well, thankfully, invincibility from blocks still works.
Yep, that's true. Unfortunately, he did walk right through the anti-fairy, so he lost a little bit of magic there. Even if you're
Wow.
invincible, they still take your magic.
I'll take it, honestly. Hearts are more valuable at this point.
Yeah, I'm in agreement there. I'm not sure on the potion situation, actually.
Does it really matter? Maybe a
GT?
little.
I think, yeah, I think, yeah, I actually do think it should be extremely important there. Mainly for magic, maybe not so much for health.
Yeah. You don't want to run out of magic climbing GT, that's very true. Alright, we're going to the right now. Right after Rando.
Oh. One thing about Zora that you really have to get used to is dashing through enemies is not going to work.
It does not work very well with that sword. No.
Nice dodge there on the mini. That Helmasaur, yeah, I was gonna say, is gonna block his shot. Oh wow, just barely hit. But has left the full magic here, so he can try again, no problem. Yeah, he's just gonna use the fire rod this time. He wanted to use the lamp to conserve magic, but now it's
Now it's personal.
Yep.
KDT is heading into Turtle Rock. There's the big key. Were you counting? I wasn't counting.
I can count what we haven't checked
Okay.
and subtract it from. So, 20? 16, what the heck? There's no way.
Well, there's... He skipped the ice boss.
Oh, he didn't go. He just. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Okay, no, that makes a lot.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, the triple
That was-
hit from the guy there. This room so stinks.
So stings. Yes,
So
my thoughts exactly.
I see more people. That guy really wanted.
He really wanted a dog, but I managed to avoid. Oh no. Taking a death and this climb. Thankfully it was not that far from the entrance, so not a ton of time lost.
Yeah, not that too far from the entrance. If you're gonna die, might as well make it early.
Yeah.
Thankfully, still has enough arrows to where this will. Inamizer, sorry.
Yeah, Randomizer.
Oh, that he knocks.
Uh,
There's probably something obvious that triggers their running fast. I just don't know what it is. Maybe just seeing.
so they're like dogs, I guess. What happened there? That's completely missed.
I don't think he knew either. Nice timing there on that bomb throw. Just barely had enough range to hit the Hinox. Oh, you can hit these guys from across.
Nice. Okay, we do CDT about to head into this guard barracks here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this fun room. Has to think very carefully.
Yeah, Bo's getting a lot of use here. I'm so happy that so many tools are getting a lot more usage because of Swordless. It's pretty great. Oh, that thief almost knocked him into the shot there. That would have done an extra 2 hearts that he didn't want to take. But only gets out of there with 1 damage.
Yeah, there is a safety door over here as well, so...
I wonder if it's worth going in when
For
you're
one
only missing
heart,
1 heart.
yes. I just not take that. I guess he does have the powder, so potentially can get that heart if he's taking damage up here.
Yeah, there's no rush in this. You have to just go as fast or as slow as you need to. This is the point in the game where you just don't want to make a silly mistake and die.
Yeah, Ack has been very, very patient in pretty much every... And I guess that's just how he's prepared for this match, and this was his choice, I believe. So, coming in with just the thought that if you play nice and slow, but you make progress, then you're gonna beat somebody who's rushing and dying a lot.
Starting to run low on bombs here. We only have 2 left. We have to absolutely use 1 more at the top to blow open the wall. The rest are just kind of extra for dealing with these enemies in an AoE fashion.
Well, they've got some, and just ask to borrow them.
I'm sure there's some bombs under. Oh yeah, there's one. And I know there's one. Oh wow, another one right there. One after land wall 2 as well for sure. Or well, whatever boss happens to be there. How did that not hit him?
I don't know.
Like, how did he not hit himself? Rather, that was really
That's
close.
just karma for the skull that didn't hit the switch. Okay, DT almost at Laser Bridge now.
This Medusa head is going to make this room possible. Oh. Uh-oh, that's really close to death. But that 1 heart is going to save him. If he happens to get hit again by... Oh, never mind. Oh, that's out of health potions. We do have the gold B.
Set it free.
Yeah.
Save me, B.
Oh, nice. He got the B off, and he got that heart out of that pot right there, so he's back up to 3. 3 is a good place to be at because there's so many enemies that do 2 hearts of damage. That Hinox, though, I believe, checking him will do 3, so that's something to watch out for. B should make work of him eventually.
Eventually. My job here is done. There was another small heart that Ack wanted a hook shot, but it despawned, unfortunately. We'll get one heart here. Just not duplicated.
Yeah, I tried for the 2. Armos Knights, we do have just enough arrows to do this.
So the normal enemies in the seed have just been nightmares, but boss is pretty kind.
There's a few unfortunate hits there, thanks to the Medusa head just being in the way.
Yes.
Alright, well, he'll be able to get another heart right here in this room. There's 1 of every pickup in this. Dang. Only the single.
Only the single.
And I guess meanwhile DT is just about to the boss here of Turtle Rock, which was Armos Knights. That's right. Has plenty of arrows to just plow right through. Ooh.
Yeah, these are a little annoying. You have to be very careful with the lasers, so those will kill you in 1 hit with this amount of hearts.
Luckily those Stalfos kind of get stuck right there in the center, so it's hard to miss.
Very clean Armos Knights.
Oh no, you gotta pay the toll bridge, dude. God, get that guy, get him.
Okay, I like this. Just gonna use the the conveyor belts to get past. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Right, yeah. Be able to just conserve as much magic as possible. He really wants to, so he's trying to do this very, very systematically, or whatever. Just trying to go slow. Don't waste. Don't leave any room for error. We get another heart here, and does he want the full magic? He doesn't really need any magic before the pre-Moldorm 2 room.
This is so scary.
Yeah. That's not good. Never mind, it'll probably be fine.
Well, actually, that's actually very annoying. Just for the bottom one. What are you gonna do about that? Yeah. Now he's gonna fall.
It's kind of sketchy to use Cape here because he's already out of magic.
Okay.
See how fast
well,
that goes.
This is bad. Hopefully there's a full magic there. Oh, there's a laser!
Oh no. Ack taking a death most of the way up GT. Speaking of GT, DT is in GT.
He is.
Looking for the big key. That kind of rhymed.
Kind of rhymed, yeah. Good job.
Though DT still has Swamp Palace to do. That is important to note. Ack is heading out. Is he leaving completely?
He
or
wants
is he
potions.
Yeah.
That has to be it, right? He wants the potion.
Yeah.
For all
he's
the good
heading
they're gonna
out.
do. No? Where are we going?
He's going to the fairy fountain up here.
Okay. So he's gonna... Okay, I understand.
I guess. No. Oh, he's gonna catch a gold bee.
No, he's
If,
not.
if,
He's
if
not
the
getting in that
lion...
room.
No, he's not. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Get out, dude.
No, this is my cave. Get out.
Oh, that didn't kill him either. He can't move with the big rock. Oh my gosh.
So in the base game, you might be wondering, I don't know how many people
He's dead.
really know this, but the
it's
gold
close.
bee in the base game is actually in this cave. I don't actually know if there's another one. But
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Well, at least you can buy capacity upgrades.
You actually can. An expert. There's no. You can't buy.
Oh, you can't. You
You
can't buy
cannot.
them. Okay, never mind. Well, I don't know. The page says you can't buy them in hard, and you can definitely buy them in hard. So I don't know. Maybe
I don't
maybe it's
know. He's also out of bombs and arrows. I guess it's a little worrying.
I think the gold bee was a good choice, but I just can't believe it happened.
That was some unfortunate rando, we'll call it.
Well, he still has 400 rupees, so if the capacity upgrades are there, he will be able to buy one of each, which would be a good idea because he's got 0 and 0. Oh, but it's the fish guy. The fish guy.
Fish guy. Fish guy. Man, how many times have we actually seen this fish used in the sea? It's a lot.
I think the 10 arrows from fish guy are probably going to be enough.
Oh,
I don't know. We used a lot of arrows last climb.
We did.
Wait, he's not even going to grab him. Yeah, we're going back up.
I guess you don't really need them, and there's arrows on the way, so hopefully that's good.
Yeah, there are a good number of arrows in the way, in the pots, especially in the gauntlet room.
Oh, well, we figured out what the ice room boss in GT was. It's not.
Oh. Yeah, that is...
Wow. Can you imagine how much worse the scene would have been if we had some Trinexes, Vitreouses, Cold Stairs here and there?
Yeah, I think we got off pretty easy on bosses. That's pretty nuts.
Very, very fortunate. I mean, the seat's been rough already. I don't want to wish anything worse on either. But we did not see these chests, so... Not sure what's going to be over here. Maybe more heart pieces. That would be nice.
Maybe some arrows.
Maybe some arrows. Well, DT's got 19. I think he's okay on arrows. What? Huh?
What's up?
The door opened?
Oh,
without
yeah.
Killing Argus.
Yep. Hey, it is arrows. When you...
Hey,
yeah,
yes,
So, whenever the phase change kind of happens there, it just counts him as not on the room, or
Alright.
something like that. It just counts him as not in the room, so the door opens.
Okay.
It's kind of somewhat similar to how the potion glitch in Pod works. The enemies aren't on screen, so the room's...
There's
I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Alright.
That's how I would guess it works. But DT did find the ice rod, so not gonna be worrying about Trinex on Landwall 2 anymore, I guess.
I guess.
It's kind of big deal. Alright, and Ack taking his, I guess third shot up here at the top of Ganon's tower. Oh man, this is gonna be another haul. This isn't gonna be like any easier than it was previously. It's still gonna be just as difficult. He may
doesn't
be
even
playing...
have...
I was gonna say he has some potions, so he might be playing a little more crazy, but probably not.
Probably not.
I say as he bombs himself.
Well, I don't think you can pause buffer your way around this one. Oh, you did. Never mind. Showed me!
Wow. Some great movement tech coming out of Ack. It's pretty crazy. DT's gonna be joining him in Upstairs GT, as has been the case for a lot of this race. Both runners in the same dungeon, just slightly, you know, despite their crazy different routes. The switch just flipped like 5 times. This stupid Enox.
This guy. Like you need that switch flipped? Okay, let me help you out.
Yeah.
I'll flip it a whole bunch of times.
Oh yes, for those wondering in chat, DT has not done Swamp House yet. He still needs to go do that after this. It's a pendant, so he doesn't really have to do it yet. I mean, this is all dungeons, so he does have to go do it, but it's not like He has to do it right now. It was convenient for him to move from Turtle Rock right over to GT without having to go do Swamp Palace first, so he'll just do it afterwards.
Yeah, something else I think that also kind of helps with is if Trinex were to pop up. If it were to pop up, you would want to find the Ice Rod, right? So you may find that, DT taking death, unfortunately. So if you find that inconsequentially like DT, you can sort of like go mode swamp, save you time that way.
Sure, that's right. The safety rod is pretty nice.
We didn't.
I mean, it could just as easily be the Ice Rod and Swamp and then Trinex as a boss up here.
Yeah.
But, I guess it worked.
It's very true.
Oh my gosh, this stupid guy. You wanted to go down there, right? Let me help you. It seems like you're trying to climb the tower.
Just throwing it to waste time, honestly. You may be able to walk past him, but you can still flip switches. It's slow and steady. Gotta be very patient in these rooms. It's very easy to take a lot of damage, and there's ice everywhere.
The ice is still the worst enemy.
Still the worst enemy. Oh no, oh no. Oh no.
That'll save him once. Yep.
Okay.
There are 2 hearts right there in the center, but getting to them safely is going to be a little bit out of the question here. He uses another blue potion to get 2 hearts again.
I guess he's gonna get sniped by a fireball, potentially.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I was going to say, what in here is going to do 2 hearts of damage, but yeah. Oh, there's a good drop. This is the game mode that really tests your menuing. It's pretty ridiculous.
He's being very, very patient. Trying to use up as few of his resources as possible and trying to maximize what he gets back, like this hookshot trick that you're up on. There's 2!
Nice, gets the double.
And that can definitely make a big difference.
Yeah, if 1 potion, or 1 heart from a potion is going to make a difference, getting that extra heart from the thing is definitely going to make the difference. I'm not sure if DT knows that Hinox die in 1 hits bombs.
You know, if I didn't know that and I looked at them, that would not be anything I would get. It's one of those things that's just very non-intuitive, I would say, because they throw bombs. Obviously, they're not going to be weak to bombs.
Yeah, other enemies die to their bombs, so why? And they don't take damage from their bombs, so why would you try to use bombs on them? I mean, it makes sense, it really does. It's just something you don't know. But that's going to be really killer on his arrow count. And there's still plenty of arrows, but it's just a lot more time, I feel.
Yeah. Alright, this is scary. Just remember that shadow just in the middle of the pathway.
Ooh, convenient 8-bomb drop. Yes, please.
How do they throw them behind them? Like, I know you can do that. They just throw them wherever they want. Look at that. It's like, what? What are you doing?
Man, Zora sure are strong.
Okay, this is the area that Eck had a little bit of trouble with before.
Yeah, his potion situation isn't all that different than what it was before. Did the spike get stuck? Oh, it gets stuck if it tries to go to the right there.
Yeah.
That's so convenient.
That was very, very good movement there. So if it does that, then you just walk down, that's fine.
Yeah.
The first time we walked into that room, I guess you would just didn't really consider it.
Yeah, he was making it a lot more difficult for himself, but probably really glad it worked out that way. This room still has a spike in it. Actually, it looks a little harder, honestly. Oh, it doesn't care if that's a heart piece or not. DT down to 1 arrow. Uh-oh.
Mothula, huh? And just random spikes.
Mothia won't be incredibly fast if he gives us some bad flying patterns here, but at least it's not dangerous.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all those arrows that he used on the Hinoxes. I don't know if that's the plural form.
Hinoxi.
Hinoxosauruses. All those arrows he used on there, he does not have for Armos here, so that's not that great.
Oh my gosh, this is the worst.
There's
It's
two
when they have. Okay, so
nice emergency heart right there, and no problem. Let's.
yeah. Any enemy that just bumps you in that room is a nightmare because they can bump you between the bumper and the spikes, and you get stuck there for a while. So if there's a whole bunch of them like there is normally, it's just a nightmare. DT taking a death to the Sand Knight as Ack is starting the Saga 2 fight.
DT did a save, and is it called save and quit? It did this. No, he just did a continue. Just normal continue. He's out of here. He's gonna go buy some stuff and give it another shot. Might just end up doing Swamp Palace in this case. I'm not sure.
Maybe, yes.
Bugnet getting some use though.
Yeah, this is way better than doing the Saga with hammer.
Is it? I'm not sure.
In my opinion, it is so much better than using the hammer.
It's definitely safer. It's easier to reflect them all at once, but it's definitely more difficult to aim.
3 hearts. 2 hearts.
Oh wow!
You do not want to die here, obviously. There we go.
Whew.
Saga 2 down.
Got a little
You know
close
what?
There.
You know what the seed needs, Mika? It needs more Aga. How would you like to do Aga 1?
Oh no! I forgot. All right.
I didn't want to mention it till just now, but
I'm glad you didn't. Cause oh my gosh, what is that?
that's looks like a mimic. Oh, 4 mimic heads just crashed to this pyramid.
Gonna be grabbing the fairy from the tree, I think. Or no, checking to see. Nope, it's a double rupee. Is the fairy still in that tree down there? I would think so.
I think so. I don't know.
It might be
Probably.
bees. I don't know. We don't care either way. Let's go. We gotta do Aga 1, then we can go fight the boss. The big boss. We're just gonna definitely.
I think that was intentional. Yeah, just refill us off a little bit.
He can go ahead and nuzz with the fire rod here if he wants. Might want to save some arrows though. There are a couple arrow pickups in this dungeon, of course.
Well, we're out now. That's kind of similar to the normal room. Yeah, pig guard.
What? How did he bonk there? He's probably wearing the same. The chest right there gives a really easy lineup for a key dash through that.
Do you need a sword for that or no?
Need one? No.
Very peculiar.
I think.
Wow, we're really lucky that's not a bombing flying guy.
Yeah, that would have been pretty brutal.
Hi. Thank you.
Oh, spark.
Watch out for that spark, Mikon.
He's pretty close. Alright, not too much issue here in Ingram's Tower.
You'd
had a
hope
couple
so.
ball and chains. Yeah, I had a couple ball and chains at the start, but oh, a nice 10 arrow drop. But the second half here has been pretty nice.
Alright, I think there is another heart in the bottom left there, but
He was looking for it and he didn't
What?
find it.
looks like DT is just here in the back half of the swamp as well, so finishing that
Uh-oh.
up short. Oh boy.
Okay, final boss, hammering upward.
It's a tough boss.
It really is.
And thank goodness those curtains are open. We could not get through them any other. We don't have a sword. DT a little short on the magic for the final fire out shot there, but 2 hammers will do it. There we go. Back starting Aga 1. This is, I would say, a lot easier than Aga 2.
Yep.
Yep.
I think I could agree with that. Might be a little longer. Maybe. Not sure.
Maybe.
In most situations, it probably is. It's a pretty hot take.
It's pretty. I know it's a controversial opinion, but I just had to come out and say it.
I don't know if you can say that on the air.
I'm willing to accept the responsibility. No blue balls this far. Ah, there we go.
Alright, DT heading up to desert.
And there's 3 in a row. You're welcome.
Oh, arrows. Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering what in the world DT was doing here, but those are some fairly quick arrow path. There's one over here on the right side as well.
Oh, I see. Alright, well that's Aga 1 down. That's the last dungeon for... Just needs to tangle with Ganon now.
Wow, I didn't know those were also arrow pots. And there's 5 more right over. That's actually amazing. There's so many arrows in desert. Wow, I didn't actually realize that. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akon Ganon here, since the hammer has been modified to work on Ganon in swordless mode. Don't try this in not swordless mode because it won't work. We're gonna need to do 12 slashes, 12 hits with the hammer per phase here.
Cannot actually touch Ganon. Touching Ganon's a no-no.
Yeah, body checking Ganon does do 8 hearts. It's a lot. 8. The big ol' uprighted infinity sign. Big 8. This is a really scary spot to be in.
Yeah. You kind of want to turn down, but you don't want to touch Ganon.
Which is magic meter. Oh, he's
Yeah.
grabbing the wall.
That's a very good use of that. It's a very good trick to know, especially for some modes like Expert and Hard where the magic consumptions. If you're holding a wall and you have the cape activated, it does not drain magic. That's very useful, especially for this fight in particular.
Shot might be useful here to.
Torch works too, so just grab on anything except Ganon.
Hope he has a magic potion. I'm pretty sure he does.
He should. Oh, fire bats.
Oh yeah, by the way, the bats do 4 hearts, so
Yeah, so don't touch those either.
don't touch them twice, that's for sure. Oh, we got into phase 3 now. DT gets eaten by that crab one last time. Hopefully that's the last time.
Hopefully.
Back in the GT.
Okay. Anytime, Ganon. Oh no, this bat. So close.
Yeah, whenever he actually gets jump off and resumes or spins out the fire bats, it's pretty scary.
Should be the last hit here. There we go. We're on the final phase.
Thankfully, we do have the silver arrows. Every swordless runner, very happy to have the silver arrows. And thankfully, they were free and not, out of the way at all.
Yeah, they were right there.
Ooh, almost gets that double. Oh man, gets that hit just in time.
That was scary right there.
If he wouldn't have gotten that, Ganon might have actually hit him with the fire bat to his face.
Yes.
It would have been.
Right, one more to go. And then I can say I'm done with this. Ah! Oh no. Oh, the pause buffer save and act.
That's what we were just talking about. Oh, scary.
Okay,
Oh
well,
my gosh.
assuming there's no spike trap in this Triforce room, it looks like Ack will be finishing this race very short.
There probably is. I just want the Triforce to be changed as well, to be little spikes.
Just to beam up, so it turns around and shoots you as you walk in. Okay, well that's one win for Ack. GG to them.
Ack is your first winner of the bracket stages, and the yeah. Takes one win off of DT here in this best of 3 match.
Pretty long win, but we kind of knew that going in when we saw what we were dealing with. Now we get to enjoy the Randomizer credits.
Ah yes, the Randomizer credits are always a treat. Make sure you watch those. But you should also watch DT as well, as he climbs up Ganon's tower into the gauntlet.
Yeah. And he did finish Swamp. Just has to do with this and Aga 1 for fighting Ganon.
Someone... DT needs to... He's gonna love the information that he knocks die when one hits bombs. Once he gets that, he might feel a little bit silly, but he'll definitely be happy for any future seeds that might require him to do this.
Yeah, it will make any Randomizer seeds he has to deal with just that much easier. Hammer works pretty well as well. But...
What is that knockback? What the heck? Did he hammer him and the Hinox flew backwards into him? What the
I
heck?
guess so. It's like the Ganon knock. Just pulls you towards the worst possible direction.
Oh, it might have been a pot that hit him and he flew backwards.
Mm.
I don't know, dude. It was so... It's like the pot hit him at the same time the explosion from his own bomb happened on the wall, and it almost looked like the explosion blew him back into Link. I can't...
You can't believe it.
I should believe it, because Randomizer's...
It is pretty wacky. Alright, making this climb here. This is the... Yeah, it does get that shadow, that's good. It does get hit by the other one, but that's better than getting hit by the light. Oh boy, yeah, this
Oh.
room, DT.
You came to the wrong bridge. Watch out.
Let's get through the second time just fine, but
Yeah, pays the toll. Just has to go around. Yo, there's Zach in chat. I see you down there. Congratulations on the win. Seed was pretty crazy, as expected, I suppose, of Expert. Oh, DT has to deal with this as well. Okay, I think he just noticed that the spike got stuck there on the right.
Awesome. All right. Smothula.
Interesting note. I guess I say interesting, but probably scary to know. DT's only on 2 hearts there, so I think any damage on that fight would have killed him, but thankfully gets through it.
Normally in that fight, the spikes will do 1 heart of damage. Smothula itself will do 2, but spikes are being very useless at the bottom, so... Oh boy. 1 heart. This is...
Oh no, there's a spike roller in here.
No! That is... It's unfortunate. Yeah, that room is not nice, Beacon.
No, it really wasn't. There was the spike ball right in the center, and then the 2 anti-fairies on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I believe that is going to do it for DT. I'm only guessing because I see him in chat.
Yeah, I would assume so. I don't blame DT at all. This
Yeah,
is...
I would be like so disheartened after dying right there, even
It's
if I had
like,
already
alright.
lost, especially since I already lost. Like, oh,
It's like,
God,
alright,
it
well, I
was-
was gonna see this through, but not after that. So we'll see if we can get these guys in here for you guys. I don't actually have the power to send invites, but we're working on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the runners actually got invites to come here and chat with us.
So we'll see if we get these guys.
Well, at least one of them did. What's up, Ack? How's it going, dude?
Oh, it's going.
Happy to be done?
Yeah, I'm real happy to be done. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that one.
Maybe, maybe not.
That was a lot of fun. I'd actually never have done one of this settings before, so I figured best time to try it would be in this tournament.
Why not? Just go as like, this is like top difficulty you could probably get in the settings we have. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this could have been my last series or my last pick in the tournament, so I was like, I mean, I'd just break my own heart if I never got to do it at least once, so I had to pick it.
Well, it's definitely entertaining for sure. The difficulty aside, that some pretty good, pretty funny stuff there. Randomizer is always a treat, and then when you have to use as many tools as you do to just to get through there with what you have, like 6 hearts, maybe 7. I don't know. It was pretty.
Yeah, I think the boss rolls were really lucky. Man, that lamp really hurt though. And it was the seed could have been if you got the lamp a little bit quicker, because like everything was just kind of on the way. Like it's scary when you're playing this because you're like, I would like more equipment because I don't want to die, but it's like, no, go ahead and just take go mode. You know, you're fine. You're like, no, I'm not fine at all.
Yeah, you were at one, like near the end there, you had everything except ice rod, boots, and lamp, and like this is like the bare minimum for go mode. But we don't even know if all these things are gonna be required or not. But oh yeah, you did take that death just staring the boot chest in the face. That was unfortunate.
Oh yeah, man, the lamp, that one got me a little, you know, my blood boiling. The boot chest was like, are you serious? And then the you know, dying to freaking a non-randomized laser in the gauntlet was really the icing on the cake. At that point, my mind a little bit. It was kind of hard to compose yourself. I didn't really know what to do to get things back in order. Tried to go get the bee from the ice rod cave, and the Lionel just was like, nah, absolutely not. It was really funny.
Yeah, I think everyone laughed. I mean, the death sucked and all, but it was
It was entertaining. And I guess that's what you probably were expecting when you picked these settings, right? You weren't expecting an easy time.
I mean, it was going really good, and like most of my troubles came from the dark rooms, and like if you just supplement that with the lamp, then like everything was fine. But man, I couldn't figure out where it was, and it could have been anywhere based on the items too. Could have been in Turtle Rock, it could have been in Swamp, I thought it was an Ice Palace, to be honest, but I was like, I'm gonna at least check Catfish before I do Ice, because I hate that dungeon.
Yeah, we were wondering after the death right before Helmasaur if you were just going to try to put that off as long as you can because you're gonna just have to find the lamp to do that. I mean, there's still the Dark Room and Mire at that time. You still had to do.
Yeah, it was really weird because I mean I felt like the better play was to do the dungeons without the lamp, just because there was a chance that the lamp could be in there, and like it was your highest item density, but it was also the most risky of plays as well. And man, really the only one that kind of paid off was the Mire dungeon giving you the shovel, which took me 2 tries to get, which gave you the powder, which is kind of a really big item because I mean that's as good as a bottle right there.
Yeah, it is actually, and it also saved you a lot of headache in some of the rooms, like the Ice Palace room where you bomb and drop down. That did give DT a bit of trouble because it was just so hard to maneuver there without getting hit.
It was a real tiny area, and you have that anti-fairy going around in one of those burrowing squash monsters or whatever they're called that track you down, and that was one of the hardest gauntlet climbs I feel like I've seen in a while. Like, I was looking at this enemy base, and I was like, man, this doesn't seem so bad, but having the hoppers, and then you have the Hinnix with their, like, random, speed boost charges at you, and they're doing 4 hearts of damage. It was crazy. I didn't have enough bombs for all of them.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of them. You did make really good use of pause buffering this seed, which we commented on a bit, just to avoid damage. It did you a lot of good, even though it took a little bit long. Is that something you practiced, or just was something you prefer to do in low percent situations?
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer to add some time to my menu opposed to redoing a whole dungeon. I'm sure it's probably a time save overall. I don't know. It's kind of fun to do. Yeah. It's like playing Max Payne with some bullet time or something.
Well, there were plenty of them. Go ahead, Mikon.
My favorite one was the crab on the way to Turtle Rock that replaced the line.
Yeah, I know. I did this amazing move to get past him, and he was like, "Psych! I just teleported right in front of you." It was a good thing you didn't have my my mic hot at that point, because I had some choice words for that crab. I was like, "Oh, that was really cool." What?
Oh man, that was way too good.
Yeah. Fun setting though. I don't know if I'll ever pick that again though, but I enjoyed it. It's an experience. At least you can say you did it.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's good to experience something like that at least once. You can just laugh it off afterward.
Yes, I agree. So that does put you 1 in the series, 1-0 over DT.
Yeah.
So have you been enjoying your tournament experience so far?
I've been loving it. The randomized modes, a lot of people, I guess, seem to be a little indifferent about it, but I don't know. I felt like doing just, dot open or dot casual was really monotonous, so I kind of like changing things up, being able to adopt new strategies or stuff like that. It just makes the game feel a little bit more fresh. And I mean, we play a randomizer instead of NMG for kind of that same experience. So, but, I guess maybe you can take things a little too far by, not letting the hook shot or boomerang stun. No fairies, no health, no males, no swords. Maybe this setting is a little too much, but it was still fun.
Right, well there you have it. I think that'll just about do it for our first tournament race here. We do have another race coming up on this channel in about an hour and 15 minutes. And shortly after that, there will be another one on Speed Gaming 2. So if you want to watch both of those, open up that multi-Twitch and get them going. And this will... Yeah, that was the first race of the brackets. We finally made it to brackets. We've got, what, 32 of us? We're going to be whittling it down to 16 within a couple weeks, I think. Maybe a little less.
Yeah, if you guys liked what you saw, be sure to give AcktheBoker and inthenameofDT a follow if you haven't already. Let's see, who was tracking today? Crunchy Chocobo, is that right? So thank you for keeping all of our items and dungeons up and accurate.
And yeah, and thank you guys for commentating, and yeah, thanks for the trackers. I really appreciate it. This one ran a little bit longer than I would have liked it to, so I do appreciate you guys sticking around for the commentary. It was awesome, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
My
And
pleasure.
congratulations again on your win. Alright, so I am really bad at sign-offs. You do it this time.
You need to do it? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys for joining us. It was certainly an experience that I think we all will not forget anytime soon. I was my live shrimp, and Mikan, thank you again for doing things with me.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And I guess come back in about an hour and 10 minutes or so for another race here on this channel. So take care.
Have a good day.